that's what you're doing. I see. All right, we'll do.
All right. So, double click your character's portrait, or single click it, frankly. Go into the skills tab. If you click the gear, basically you got 60 points, right, to distribute. You cannot apply more than half of them to any one attribute. So spread them out how you will. But under the gear, I've already applied the racial bonuses for Elf. So what you want to do is whatever you wanted to increase or improve, just I think under the skill modifier, just type in that number of points, or I could do it for you. Either way.
So I just click gear and fill it in under stat modifier.
Skill modifier, I think. Yeah. That's where I'm putting it.
Okay. So just put whatever I want in skill modifier. Okay.
Yeah, just no more than 30 on any given skill, and you have a total of 60 to spend. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do I have to do this for both characters, including the sleeping one?
Are they both thieves?
Yeah.
Eventually, yes. If you bring that other one in, we'll want him to also. Yeah, it's just something we missed at first level. Yeah.
That's fine. Open locks, move silently, hide in shadows are probably the best. Maybe find remove traps. I don't think we'll have much opportunity to pick pockets.
Justin says he'll be on in a minute. He's just helping the kid.
Okay. All right, guys. Good. So you take care of that, Otto or Darvius?
Yep.
Yep. Looks like you did. Cool. Okay, great. All right. And I think you'll have some points pretty soon here as well to distribute at second level. Okay. All right, we'll wait for our friend Justin to get on, and if he is otherwise delayed, we'll start without him.
You know what I would love? I mean, it's not a big deal, but if you ever find a character sheet or a way to change the order of the attributes to the classic strength, intelligence, wisdom, right? I would love that. Like strength, dex, con, it's like completely like alien to me for all the years we ever.
Oh, come on, John. Put them in order.
Yeah, teach an old dog new tricks. I think, yeah. I don't know if there's a mod out there for not. I don't think there is, but
It's just not classic. That's all I'm saying. That like it
I'm
is
just
what
happy
it
to get the computer.
yeah,
Bitchin' mode, bitchin' mode.
there's yeah, there's victories and then there's not victories. Yeah, it's minor speed bump. It's a speed bump, but a minor one.
Gotta admit, I always liked Fallout and how they had it spell out something.
is. Special.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of clever.
Yeah, well, Fallout is clever and always has been until Bethesda got hold of it, and it's kind of like. I was just talking about that in my stream actually just a couple hours ago. Although I am having fun with Fallout 76. If you haven't played Fallout 76, Dave, you should give it a shot. You might probably pick it up for cheap on sale.
So is it better now? Because when it came out, everybody was pissing on it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Maybe I will at some point.
If you don't take it real seriously. Plus, it's multiplayer, so like you can jump on into a world that I'm in, that kind of.
Yeah. No, the thing the only multiplayer I've been playing around is Elite Dangerous. I like flying spaceships.
Well, there's no PvP in the open world. I mean, there can be, but only in very, very specific circumstances. So you wouldn't have to worry about that kind of thing. It's more co-op, and you can go off, do whatever you want, whenever you want. It's cool because you can trade with other people. People set up camps. You can have housing and all that kind of stuff. So like you can actually sell to people. I make money. I make caps all the time from Argentina.
Pretty sure you're not allowed to sell people.
So what?
What's that?
So I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to.
I don't know. You're letting go of your mic too early or something. It's like cutting off.
Yeah.
Oh, I had it on. So I don't know if you hear me.
Yeah, you're cutting out like the last half of your sentence.
All right, hold on.
Are you on your phone for Discord?
Yeah.
It might be because it's voice activated. Maybe you're not close enough to it or something.
No, for some reason I got it on speaker where I can play it. You guys, big. Wanted to check with you. It's okay for me to get 2 vials of poison then out of that big keg.
Yeah. We'll do that
I'm
once
just
we.
going to add it to my inventory.
Yeah, before we break with the merchants, you can talk to that guy about that.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we are on the cusp of a classic, guys. We're entering the village of Hamlet. What joy is that? Did we ever play Hamlet when we were growing up? I don't remember.
I don't think
Oh
so.
yeah, 100%.
I don't remember it.
Absolutely, I ran you guys
Sure
through Hamlet.
I can't remember it.
Real far back, like early day. Yeah, I'm not surprised you guys barely remember.
I don't know, Dickie, do you have any recollection of that?
I remember playing. Yeah, it's been a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've altered things completely. Well, not completely, but
Okay.
I've altered things, and in fact, we'll take the circuitous route to get into the meat of it. But yeah, we have some stuff up our sleeve. Definitely changed some stuff. But it'll be fun. Yeah. This is old school, man. This is definitely old Gary Gygax school here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll show you sometime. I've got my notebooks down in the basement. I've got a hand-drawn part of Gnarly Forest in one of those notebooks. I'm positive that I did. for that long ago.
Yeah. Some
That
misspent
might spur some memories.
summers in the Catskills or wherever you're at. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The old Adirondacks. Believe me, I wanted to be with you guys. I was so freaking out of it up there. Oh my lord.
Yeah. Well, we turned our
Fine when I was
attention.
younger.
You left as a DM. You would leave for the summer, like in July or something, and we would turn our focus elsewhere. I think until you came back. There's plenty to do in old Ormond Beach.
Although I remember one time, this is back in the day before Amazon, right? So like I ordered the World of Greyhawk while I was up there, like I think our first year in high school, or it might have been our last year junior, one or the other. Man, I would just be like on my front porch every morning looking for that delivery guy. It would go on for days and days and days.
Yeah.
And then finally it came, and I was like over the moon.
So I'm
I
gonna do a.
walk out the front door now, and I try not to trip over Amazon
Yeah.
packages.
Exactly.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna do a sound check here for healing. So let me know if this Sirenscape comes through. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hearing some special effects, and I'm hearing the music too at the same time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I'm not hearing it, but okay.
On your phone, you. How about
I don't
you?
hear it.
How about you, Dave?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, I can turn up the I can turn up the special effects volume a bit. I just don't want to clobber you guys with it.
Well, he can turn up his volume on the Genku bot itself. Just right
Yeah.
click it. And,
On the phone, I don't even know how you do that on the phone.
oh yeah, on the phone. I don't know. Gotta be a way.
See a volume. I see a camera thing.
Yeah, you can turn volumes up and down of different participants within Discord chat. Usually, if you're at desktop, you'd right-click it. I don't know how to do it on the phone.
Yeah, anybody you see, like any of us, plus the Genku bot in the gaming channel right now, you should be able to mute people, turn them up and down volume.
Oh, I got it now.
There you go.
There?
Okay, I turned it up a little bit, like 8 points on the 0 to 100, 8%. I might send the same sound effect through right now.
Heard it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't hear it. It's probably actually not your thing. So my dog.
Okay. No problem. All right. Well, we'll make do here. I see Justin just connected on the Fantasy Grounds. We'll be rock and rolling here soon.
Yep, I'm here.
All right. Cool. Welcome. All right. Cool. Yeah, you grab your character and we'll get the show on the road. No problem. You guys are about hit your milestone here. Complete your mission, which is great. Okay. Just let me know. I'm just looking at your character when you grab them, Justin. When Flanagan is. I don't know why it let go. I don't know why you have to grab your character. Usually it would retain it from last time. Not really sure. But go into the character sheet and the character records character and just make sure you grab Flanagan. Take control of him.
Okay.
It might be how you're exiting. So you guys who are playing at a desktop, when you exit, just right click. Don't just hit the X on Fantasy Grounds at the window X, but right click anywhere in the screen and exit that way, and it should keep all your settings right.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead and get those 20s out. All right, yeah, I like to see it. Go ahead. Wait, Dromlin's wasting his 20s. That's great. Okay. All right, guys.
There's many.
Say what?
Talking to my dog.
All right. All right. All right. So, where we last left off, right? We have made our way to Hamlet, and it's within distance. And you are leading 4 merchant carts, yet only 3 merchants, as one of them got taken by an owlbear a day or so back. And you guys have after 12 days, you've made it. So I went ahead and I've modified this classic description of Hamlet, the player's introduction. I've modified it for our little camp here. But I'm going to go ahead and put that into the chat box and read it out to you. So after 12 days' journey through the gnarly forest, your party is now approaching the village of Hamlet, intending to safely deliver the merchants to the end of the welcome winch and then get paid. You're all quite ready to sleep in a bed for a change and wonder what is next. As you look around Hamlet, you realize the small community at the crossroads is a completely unknown quantity. What is there? Who will be encountered? Where should you go after delivering the merchants? These are your first exploration and encounters, so chance may dictate as much as intelligence. Will outsiders be shunned? How aware is the community regarding the bandits or the brigands? Does anyone know what is behind it? Are the folk here really bumpkins, easily duped, or are they agents of good and evil here in this village? All these questions will soon be answered. And then it goes on to say, the dusty, rutted road is lined with closely grown hedges of brambles and shrubs. Here and there it cuts through a copse or crosses a rivulet. To either hand, forest and meadow have given way to field and orchard. A small herd of kine graze nearby, and a distant hill is dotted with wandstone chimneys with thin plumes of blue smoke rising from them. A road angles west into the hill country, and to either side of the road are barns and buildings. Hamlet at last. The adventure begins. Okay. I'm going to share out a map of Hamlet to you guys. I'm going to put you guys on the map, and you are entering in from the east. Let me know if you guys can see it okay.
Nope. Just black background.
Okay, give it a sec. Still blacked out for you, Dave?
I get gray grid.
I have a great grid.
Okay. All right.
Black.
Shouldn't be black though. If it's black, just give it a moment. Maybe it's maybe disable the lighting. I don't understand. Okay. Well, we'll do theory of the mind. Maybe it'll come back. I'll take you off one more time and put you back on. And then we'll just do theater of the mind. Old school indeed. Okay. So you guys are approaching in. We'll see if it comes in. If not, I'll just describe it to you. So you're coming in through the East Road. As the description said, you're slowly passing some orchards and fields. Plenty of trees, right? There's plenty of woods around and near Hamlet. There's a main road that runs east to west. Not really a road, but just kind of a graveled pathway. And you come upon, as you're approaching that kind of just a slow walk, a canter with your horses. You see a building up on your right. It's a stone house. And as you pass it, you see this description that there's a well-crafted stone dwelling. It seems recently built, set off on the road with low stone wall, no animals, but some children are playing in the yard. You're also simultaneously passing by what appears to be kind of a fort, maybe a walled enclosure with a tower, on the western side of it, butting up from the ground. It just seems to be a walled enclosure, maybe a court with a single circular tower that rises perhaps 40 feet into the sky. Okay. And moving you guys along here on my map, anyhow.
I see the little squares moving.
Yeah, I'm
to
moving.
the left.
What do you
west.
see?
You're moving west. I see. It's all black. 4 little squares of our character.
Yeah, right.
That you're moving them right now. Moving to the west on my screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the map is active, but it's not showing anything. So let me. Okay. As you continue to clearly the merchants know where to go and they're leaving. Edvard is and Ewan are leading the horses through Hamlet. You see similar sights as little farm animals are kind of running about, kids chasing chickens, things like this. You pass a walled maноred house. You notice that there's an 8-foot high stone wall as you pass this house and a heavy gate. It's the residence of probably some wealthy people. Probably easily defensible should they ever need to defend it. As you canter, you're passing.
Now, who is it we were supposed to?
You are
supposed to talk to when we got.
Yeah, you're supposed to drop these guys off with Burn, the magic user in town. But
Okay.
the Ewan says normally, the town central hub is at the end of the Welcome Winch, so you guys are heading there. Which actually you see dead ahead as you pass some more buildings. You come upon a large structure. You pass some other houses, pass some farms, a row of trees, and it's not long before you are in front of a large building with a sign. And there's a square wooden sign that shows a buxom and smiling girl holding a flagon of beer. This must be the inn of the Welcome Winch. Of course it is. A place renowned for its good food and excellent drink. Passing merchants make a point of stopping, as do many other sorts of wayfarers. And it's said this place is always filled with patrons, and today seems no exception. The weather is bright. It's in the later afternoon as you guys are entering into the village here. You see a couple of stable boys and groom hands, carving away at some wood little thing with a knife. When they see you guys pull up, they slap each other and they come to attention and run up to see if they can help with the horses if you're coming in. And it's clearly, it's townsfolk are kind of milling about and coming in and out of the inn, and so it's quite busy. These little stable boys run up to the merchant and says, "Excuse me, sir, if you be wanting to stable these horses, I'll do it. I'll do it on behalf of the inn. If you're staying at the inn, I'm happy to show you the stables and to hitch your horses." At which point the lead driver, Ewan, says, "Yeah, son, that's exactly what we need. By chance, we're looking for the wizard Burn. Should you know where he is?" And the little boy says, the groom hand says, "Well, Burn, he's out and about. He usually stays in the tower there at the fort, but as far as I know, he could be walking anywhere right about now. But I'll go put out word for him." And with that, he runs over to his little fellow buddy, the stable boy, and pretty soon he runs off, hopefully looking for Burn, and then he gets a hold of the horses and guides you around to the back of the inn, where you guys find a stable with with actually several other horses in here. It's kind of like a parking garage of medieval times. In fact, you see, you can't help but notice a very solid war horse hitched inside the stable, and so now you're left with a decision here. You're hitching your horses in the stable. Ewan says, "Well, we've made it this far. As soon as we see this character burn, we can finish our transaction." And he then takes a moment to say, "My fine friends, I've grown to rely upon you over the past fortnight here, and we really, myself and Evard and Derwin here, we so much very appreciate your safety and your watchfulness on our behalf." He says, "We couldn't have asked for some better guards and better security, and I'll be sure to put in a good word with the other merchants when we meet up with them." So, yeah.
We're just going to wait here with the carts till somebody shows up to pay us. But I want to ask the guy if I can take some of that poison out of that one barrel and put them in vials, mark potion healing. I'm going to write it goblin.
Okay.
Goblin healing potion. Don't
Okay.
break the boy.
Nice. Very good. So I will, yeah, absolutely. The Evard, he laughs. He says, "Oh, Otto, you're a man after my own heart. You and I think we're kin from some time back. You think how I think. I love it." He said, I'm happy to do that for you." So he gets off his wagon. He pulls the marked small barrel of fine wine down, and he unstoppers it, and he rumbles in the back, and he does in fact find some vials that have water in them. Not really vials per se, but they're small decanters of glass. And he pours a ruby substance into these decanters and stoppers them up, and hands them to you and says, "Don't worry all so much. This is really, it must be ingested to be fatal. It shouldn't harm you if you happen to get on your skin, but I wouldn't bathe in it." As he chuckles, and he says, "Now for the rest of the stuff, I need to pour this out in case one of these lads might get a little really."
You have to walk the horse.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we get rid of that barrel. We got 2 vials of that.
Yep. Okay. So you got 2 vials of ruby wine that is poisoned, and you have written in Goblin. I suspect. Well, you will be writing in Goblin.
Potion.
Yeah, healing.
Goblin.
As soon as you can find something to write with, you can definitely affect that. Perhaps Burn, when you meet up with Burn, he can help you mark those appropriately in Goblin.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So, do all of you stay with the wagons? Ewan says, "Look, this is Hamlet," and you did notice. I didn't read the description, but you did notice, with all the kids playing and the farm animals running about, you couldn't help but notice that there were a few. It looked like farmers, frankly, but they're in armor. They're carrying weapons. They're kind of patrolling the streets. This is clearly a homegrown militia that is active at the moment. So Everard says, judging by these the town militia here, I think they've gotten word, and they certainly are no stranger to maybe the brigands, the bandits about. But they say, nonetheless, we are safe. If you want to go in and take care of business and get some food, we'll stay here with the carts until our companions arrive. As they're not here, the other merchant group. as they were to meet here at the end of the welcome winch.
Why don't 2 of us go in and eat, and the other 2 stay with the carts, switch when they're done eating? Does that sound good, John? Hello? John?
Who's going in?
I said send 2 of us in to eat, and then when they're done, we'll switch, and the other 2 will go in. And the other, 2 stay with the carts.
Sounds good.
However you split it up, Dave.
I'll go in and stable my horse and go into the inn.
All right, I'll stay out on the cart.
Okay.
Yeah, I can stay out on the cart too.
All right.
I guess I'm going in then.
Okay.
See, when we go in, we'll cast the wall of fog and walk.
Make you real popular with the barkeep, I'm sure.
Dickie loves that wall of fog. All right.
I do. That's a great spell.
Okay.
All right, keep going.
Okay. Great. Okay. So you go inside the inn. Let me get to the right place for the inn here. Okay. As you enter, there's a cacophony of voices, and some loud, some not so loud, but clearly a lot of people talking. Quite crowded. You've come upon the common room, and this is a large, bright place, very cheerful. It contains several rough-hewn tables and chairs, boards and benches, natural tree trunk pillars supporting the ceiling overhead, all dark with smoke and age. A motley or varied or diverse group of people are here. You probably see, I would say, 12 different customers seated at probably 8 different tables. You see families with some kids eating a meal, enjoying themselves. The kids are running around, dog running around. But you see some what might be a farmer or
Map
something.
showed up.
Say what? The map showed up? Good.
Map showed up.
Good. I closed the map and redid it. Yeah, good. Okay, you guys, can you show the big red? So you see the big red building there? That is the inn that you're in. Okay, you guys come in through the back door. You're in the stables back here.
Okay.
And it sounds like Dromlin and Flanagan are staying with the merchants, and Otto and Darvius have gone inside. Okay.
Yep.
Great. Okay.
No,
Great.
I'm out with the cart.
Oh, you are? Okay, I've lost you. Okay. Okay. Dromlin and Darvius are inside. So people don't really bat an eye. The elf and a dwarf come walking into an inn. I'm sure many jokes have started that way. An elf and a dwarf come into an inn. But you guys, you see about 12, like I said, clients, customers. Clearly, there's some locals, and clearly there are some non-locals. There are at one table. You see what seems to be somebody. Clearly has an air of a fighter about him, a warrior of some sort, eating. You also see somebody in some with no armor and has no air of alertness about them, but rather is lost in their own thoughts, wearing some a tunic and a cloak and whatnot. And then you see also a pair of guys, one large man and one thin, kind of squirrely guy, for lack of a better word, a little shady. Every stereotypical, a little thin guy there. That's him. So those are at the table, and amongst all this is is a proprietor, a guy named Ostler Gundergut, and he runs the tavern, and he is very chatty with all the patrons as he weaves in and out of all the tables, along with at least 4 serving ladies here to serve. So there are at least a few tables open. You guys, what do you want to do?
Plop down on the table and order a beer and some of the stew.
Okay. All right. You plop down at a table, and it feels good, frankly, to kind of unwind and be free of the burden of the cart there. And you can see why it's a good place to stay, because you aren't down in your seat 20 seconds before a serving girl comes over, smiles at you, states her name, Lauren, and says, "What can I get you, gentlemen? Not from around here, I see, but it doesn't make any difference to us. Your money is good here. We have venison, mutton, poached salmon, trout, and today we have a special on the goose, roasted to a golden brown. We have pork and sausages and maybe a mushroom pie."
Oh, take some goose and some bread and a beer.
Okay, and she describes they have a.
Ale.
What?
I was going to say what I would like to have.
Oh.
It's like,
Don't
okay.
order the fish.
Take a bath first.
Yeah,
You got the road for.
Don't eat any pie that Andy offers you.
Yeah,
Not D&D.
not me. Yes. All right, so trying to see where's Dr. Saxony? He is oh, there he is. I couldn't see him on my screen. All right, so so Drumlin, what do you want to get?
Oh, just ale and some sausages sounds good.
Oh, okay. All right, ale and sausages. Lauren goes on to say there's a local brewery here that we brew all of our own ale, and it should be very fresh. And so she goes out and she comes right back. She comes back after a few steps. I forget. I have to ask. Osler kills me if I forget to ask. Would you like your meal served on pottery, pewter, or copper? There is a price according to the degree of metal you want this on.
Pottery, I guess. I definitely don't want it on pewter.
They didn't know any better back then.
Yeah.
Any decent dwarf is going to want it on copper, so.
Yeah, I'll take pottery. I'm fine. I'm not picky.
Pottery it is. She winks. It's too expensive for these other ones as well. But Oster tries to cater to the highbrow that come in from time to time. I'll be right back, she says. And with that, she whisks away and gets about pulling your order together. Okay, so while she's gone, you guys look around and you see any number of people doing their thing. You guys just hang back and watch. You want to engage with anybody or just kind of lay low?
I'm a thief. I'm a hang back and watch kind of guy.
I'm just finally happy to sit my dwarven butt in a chair and relax. I'm not conversing with anybody that doesn't converse with me.
Use your ear.
Your dwarven DNA is soaring right now. The prospect of food and ale in a place called the Inn of the Welcome Wench is working for you. You're a happy camper at the moment.
It's an inn worth defending.
Yes, this is an inn worth defending, you say, in your best dwarvish. All right. All right, so Lauren, the barkeep, serving girl, comes back, arms 3 plates on each arm, 2 mugs, puts the mugs down, 3 plates, got some golden goose and some local rice and herbs on the second plate to be shared, she says, a loaf of bread on the third plate. She's got a bowl of sausages for you, Master Dwarf. And with that, she says, I'm around. Just flag me down if you need anything. She also drops what passes for, I guess, a couple knives and forks and spoons there for you. And with that, she's off.
All right,
Um,
chow down.
Yep. Yeah, you guys find the food especially good. Whether that's because you've eaten nothing but rations the past 12 days, or because it really is good, you could care less. You just find that it's very good. Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys are enjoying it. I guess Otto and Flanagan, you guys are still with the cart. Probably 45 minutes have passed, and I guess it's approaching about 45 minutes, and it's as you guys are with the cart, you hear everyone say, "Oh, it's about time," and he sees coming up from the western road or the southern road, the southwest road, a train of 4 more carts are coming up up the bend. To say these are our the second half of our party. So he waves and he gets off his cart and he walks over and has a discussion with the gentleman. And they nod, and Ewan comes back to you and says, "Okay, we're here. We've joined up with these other colleagues. We'll be here in a moment. We have some business to transact. The 7 of us here, but we'll come in and try to find a table. And we thank you, good sirs." And with that, you're released from your bondage.
Did we get it paid our money?
As soon as you can get Byrne, but it's not really the merchants who are paying you. It's Byrne who's going to pay you upon the good word of Narwell. So
Well, I'm saying we need to. Don't we just stay with the merchandise until we?
No, I mean they feel like you can if you'd like, but they feel like it's in good hands at this point. Having met up, your goal was actually protect them only insofar as they can meet up with the other merchants in Hamlet, and that has been accomplished.
We're not paid by the merchants. We're paid by the government or here or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess we go in.
All right. Well, you go in and you see the same sights that Dromlin and Darius have seen, and I'll tell you what, you've never seen Dromlin look so happy in the past 12 days. He's feeling his oats, his dwarven oats, and enjoying it. He's probably on his 3rd ale and having a good time here. So they make room for you at the table, and right when you sit down, the front door, you came in through the back door, the front door flings open, and the little stable boy comes running in, and he points to you at your table, and a tall man in the classic blue robes, but also with a leather, just a leather front tunic and some trousers under the robes, clearly, and some normal traveling boots, come in, and he strides over to the table, and he briefly nods, and he says, "Welcome, gentlemen, to Hamlet. My name is Byrne. I have been around back to see Ewan and the rest of the merchants, and they have given you very high marks on your service to their security." And with that, he looks around and he takes a seat. He pulls one from a table where there's only 2 people sitting. Doesn't ask permission, by the way. He just grabs it, yanks it over to your table, and with a dexterity you would think he would be a thief, he whips out a bag and puts it on the table underneath his wide hands, pushes it over to you, Darvius, and says, "I assure you it's all there, but thank you very much, and this is, I think, what we agreed upon." And with that,
I guess I just subtly kind of slide it into my robe, and I'm not going to count it in front of the whole party here, but I mean the whole inn.
Yeah.
Okay, and just like that, none's the wiser unless someone there's a really quick bent of an eye. No one is any the wiser that 500 gold just passed over from table to table here.
So is that going to go in the party group then, party table inventory, or do you take care of that?
I will take care of it because I'm also with the payment. This completes your first quest milestone. So great job, guys. I'm going to put the party sheet and allocate the allocate. Yeah, allocate. I'm going to allocate the quest here. So I have just given you points for the party, and good job. I'm also going to put in the inventory 500 gold.
Nice.
502. No, not 2500. Okay, and I am going to disperse this among the group. Okay, so everyone has in their inventory just received 125 gold pieces, and you've also received experience. With that being said, your experience is such that some of you are now have those of you who are not multi-class have gotten to a second level here. So so good job with that. And Burns says, I have other things I must tend to, but come visit me in the tower later. I think we have some mutual things to discuss. I do have a note from the mayor of Narwhal, who has given me some information I think you will find interesting, and certainly
don't we owe him a report of what we found out along the way? I mean, or wasn't he where we were supposed to report that to?
Yep. Not here.
The map is showing up for me, by the way.
The map did show up for you?
I see it now, yeah.
Good. Yeah, so
he basically has to talk later, is basically
yes.
All
right,
we'll talk to him tomorrow morning after we have a bath.
Yeah, stay the night. I am, if you need to stay the night, I will be here tomorrow. Business will take me from Hamlet here in 3 days hence, but I will be doing research in the tower tomorrow.
So basically, just set up an appointment for tomorrow morning sometime.
I will be there. If not, Rufus, I share it with my colleague Rufus. He will be there as well. So
we're going to the castle tomorrow, is it?
Yeah, a tower. It's not so much a castle, but yeah, it's a tower. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go to his place. Not the. All right.
Okay. So with that, he nods again. He stands up, puts the chair back to the other table, strides on out, and there he goes. And you guys are 500 gold richer. So if you guys want, we can take a moment and level the two of you up real quick. It's not going to take very long.
Sure.
We just have a die to roll and some skill points to allocate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up your sheet. We'll go with you first, Otto.
Okay.
Class level. I'm going to add a. Hey, buddy. I'm going to add a level. Oh, I got to dial it in. 1433. Okay. You just disappeared on me.
There's a magnifying glass icon next to the class.
Yeah. 1433.
Is that the main page?
That's on.
Yeah,
the main page.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I just added. Okay. I just added you to second level, so you are now complete to second level. It did go ahead and give you your
hit points. 5 more.
Yeah, if you want to roll it yourself, look, if you want to roll it yourself instead of having the computer roll it, that's fine. But you have to take whatever it gives you. If it's a 1, you got to take a 1. If it's a 6, a 6. I don't want the computer to take that from you if you don't want.
Fine.
Okay.
5 out of 5 plus even money. That's fine.
Okay. And then you can distribute 30 more points to your skills, Otto. If you go back and do what we did earlier, go to your skills and add 30 more points to your your thieving skills. 15 of which cannot be in. Don't spend more than 15 in any one category.
Okay.
All right, Darvius. Okay, yeah. I think so. We need to add 1439 to you, and then I need to. I'm not sure you're going to be able to do it. I think only the DM can do this, but. I got to okay. What?
Did you tell Grayson to take all our food?
No, I know he took a bag out. What did he take?
Everything but the lettuce.
Oh, all the taco stuff he took?
Yeah. Everything but the lettuce.
I don't know.
That's what I was going to have for dinner.
Sorry. You can talk to him. Okay. All right. Same thing with you, Darvius. If you want to roll your own hit points, you can. It rolled a 5 for you, so not bad on a die 6.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. But you also have 30 points to spend.
Okay.
So great job, guys. You are now level 2.
Do I put the added points in the same slot?
Yeah. Just add them to skill modifier.
Modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and I want to go to.
All right, Andrew. On the skill, I put 10 in each one. Move silently, open lock, pick pocket.
Right. You guys who remember the rules better than me, when you multi-class and you get experience, is it divided equally? You can't. How does that adjudicate?
It does it for you automatically in the.
Yeah, it's just divided.
Okay, because I didn't.
If you click on the magnifying glass like I have for my character, you'll see like it gives you the experience that you just gave me, and then it just says, "Do you want to distribute this experience?" And I just click the check box.
Okay, that's new to me because in 5e you don't have that. I manually entered it, so click the apply. I got you. That check mark is. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
It automatically does it, and even if you have like I have, where my cleric has a high wisdom and gets the experience bonus, you can drop your experience bonus in there, and it automatically calculates it.
Okay, good.
So it's pretty cool.
So Otto, yeah, very cool. So Otto, I'm going to give you an additional. Okay, so I'm going to take this back to 0. I'm going to apply this. Okay, that's applied. Now I'm going to give you it. I'm going to give you an additional 100 experience for being wise and smart and playing the game smart about the goblin healing potion. So I'm going to give you an additional spot bonus of 100 for playing smart. And
Thank you.
I haven't done that before, but I'm going to start doing it when you guys play in class well. I'm just going to give you some spot bonuses to encourage that. So good stuff. Okay, so Flynn, you're well on your way, but not quite there.
So what page do they? I didn't do that. The main skills inventory. Where do they put the experience?
If you on the main page, if you go to where it says class and level, Thief 2, there's a magnifying glass there. Yeah. If you click on the magnifying glass, it will show you what your.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
30. Sorry. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, it's good stuff.
So in the future, on that little sheet where you see total experience, Dick, when you get new experience, it'll light up with a little green checkbox next to that total, and then you click that, and it'll automatically distribute the experience. So this is when you can finally do it without Andrew doing it automatically. But
yeah, Andrew's got to have something.
No, I got plenty to do. Trust me.
That's this is pretty cool though. computer seems to be working better tonight, and I have no idea why.
It has nothing to do with the
Because
user. Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's nothing to do with me. I've been shopping all over the place. I can't find anything I like.
Good. Okay. All right, great.
Tell your wife what you want for Christmas, Dick.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I know, but if I buy one, it can't just be for this. It has to be playing online poker, doing my poker. I have a thing called Flopzilla that I need for my poker that helps me with the odds percentage lot. So it's just one of those things. I gotta get 3 things.
Yeah, man. One good laptop will do you all kinds of good, right? You can use for all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this thing backs up. When we try to do that, it doesn't keep up.
All right. Okay. So Burn leaves. He arranges to meet you guys in the morning. The merchants come in and take a large rectangular table in the corner. It's not long after that Lauren, the serving girl, comes over with 3 mugs of Kioish golden ale, the top ale they have, courtesy of the merchants, and due thanks for your services. And then they bring a special local favorite, kind of a chilled fruit, what we might call like a smoothie, but it's something different for Flanagan, as they came to learn over the travels that Flanagan abstains from alcohol, of course. So he has brought a kind of a fruit delicacy that they have there, and they raise their glass to you and tell you thank you once again. So
this is about as good as it's going to get for a while. I have a funny feeling.
Yeah, you guys are feeling
it's
good.
It's all downhill from here.
Yes, enjoy it while you can. All right, so
a little counterintelligence. Who is watching us inside?
All right, so you start to look around under the cover of the table here.
Yeah, I'm only 3'6" or whatever, so I mean, I drop a fork and who's staring at our table? They can't see that I'm seeing them.
Yeah, you as discreetly as a dwarven thief can be, with a couple mugs of Kioish golden in them. You look around, and again, there's a lot of turnover, right? Meaning the tables turn over quickly. People come and they eat and they have a good time with their family or friends or whatever. They leave. This is the locals. The non-locals don't turn over those tables as much. They're here for a longer period of time. You do have, as mentioned, there's 3 notable people like yourselves. There seems to be a fighter who's, or for lack of a better word, a warrior type, with his back against the wall at a corner table, who's been slowly nursing something out of a goblet. Eating pretty healthily, I guess. 2 or 3 plates have been brought to the guy, but he's keeps to his own. He's back there. You have again a kind of maybe a researchy type person, lost in their own thoughts, scribbling something down on a ledger or some kind of journal at a table, kind of absent-minded, not really paying attention to anything. And then you have a large brutish guy, I don't know, for lack of a better word, and a more of a thin companion, who are very alert and paying attention to the room, and they've looked at your table, but not inordinately so. I don't know if they're waiting for somebody or not, but that's the run of the room. Of course, you have the serving people and the kids running in and out, and Osler Gundegert doing his thing. So
we have 3 possible people to talk to: Strider, the nerd, or Fawford and the Grey Mouser, basically.
Yeah, right. Going back in literature, yeah, these are the stereotypes for sure. Certainly not those people, but yeah.
David, I suggest that you talk to one of the waitresses and ask about whoever you ask about first before you approach them to get a little bit of a heads up about anything you might know about them. So if you have something in common, strike up a conversation.
Yeah, I wasn't sure necessarily who I want to talk to. I mean, I think my character mainly right now just wants a bath and a bed, but
I mean, I think you can take out the waitress. You have to not piss off the wrong person to start with.
Like in what with the waitress?
You can take the waitress out, probably. I don't know about the guy you're talking.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a question if anybody thinks they want to talk to him. As I said, I suspect we got 3 possible quest patrons or interaction points there, and I'm not sure who we want to engage with at the moment. So what's this nerdy guy? I'm just kind of looking kind of the general direction of the nerdy guy scribbling stuff down. Can I tell, like, is he kind of a druid or a wizard, or can I get any read off of him?
Can't really tell. No, you can't really tell. He just, he doesn't have the alertness as a military guy. He seems lost in his thoughts and writing things down, but he's not glowing with, green symbols of a druid or blue ones as a mage or something, right? He's just kind of.
Clothing doesn't give any hints.
Nah, not so much. No.
Could he just be a bookkeeper? One of the merchants?
Possibly.
He could be.
Sure.
Yeah, could be a ledger. Could be an author. Who knows? All right. So, only one way to find out, right? Or a couple ways to find out, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what's going on. Hour and a half passed, and you guys are having a good time, relaxing. Yeah. Lauren comes by and says, we have some delicacies for desserts and things like that. And will you be needing a room? If you'll be needing a room, we have some private rooms upstairs, and we have a common room with some bedding in it that's much more affordable. But then again, you don't have the privacy.
How much are the common rooms?
Yeah, I'll tell you in a second. Give me a second. She says the private room costs 1 gold piece per night. In the common room, it's a mere silver piece per night. There are a dozen pallets in our common room. Currently, there's about 3 people are staying in the common room. But there's 9 more pallets.
What were you saying, Dick?
I think we ought to spend money for private or common.
I'm fine with that. We got $500 burning in our 500 gold in our pocket.
Okay.
Does that include a bath?
Okay.
That's not a piece though, is it? I think it's divided amongst us, I think. Well, I'm going to look.
That's probably 4 gold. So. But sure, we'll take private rooms, I guess. We take each one of us one a private room.
Yeah, there's actually a second private room that's not as luxurious for 5 electrum pieces per night. Going old school, right? Electrum. I even forget the conversion to electrum.
Oh, so is it a private room for more than one of us, or like 1 gold for the 4 of us, or is it one separate rooms for each?
That private room sleeps 1. It's furnished. There is another private room for 5 electrum. There is a larger private room. Yeah, this is not like Motel 6 or right with courtyard where everything is standardized to specification.
Yeah.
She has a third. She says she checks. Yeah. She yells across to another waitress. She says, "Hey, what about that? What about the what about the Vista room?" She said, "No, those people left." And okay, there's a third room for 2 GP a night, and then we have a really nice suite that you can rent for 5 gold a night. That's very
How many
comfortable.
people fit into this room for 2 gold?
Well,
Yeah, 2 and that. Stay here for weeks.
it's got a huge feather bed. I don't know if you gentlemen like to sleep alone or whatnot, but this is a huge feather bed, tables and chairs. Of course, we furnish breakfast. All of our private rooms, we furnish breakfast. It comes with the service. The common room, it's of course you have you can come down here and have your breakfast, but we'll serve you your breakfast in the private rooms. So those are the rooms we have. The other private rooms are taken currently.
Yeah. I think I'll take the private room for myself for 1 gold and let you guys figure out what you want to do.
No, I'm fine bunking whatever whatever is left. I'm not fussy. I'm a cleric. I've seen worse.
So you go in the common room?
Yeah, common room is fine.
All right.
So I got to dock myself 1 gold.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go on the common. How much do I need to deduct?
1 silver for each of you for the common room. So that's the dwarves are you got friends in low places, right? So you're hitting the common room, no problem. The elves have it a little bit nicer. So we have 1 private room. How about you, Flanagan? What you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a private room.
5 electrum.
Somewhere private, I can.
Can anyone make that conversion for me? How many electrum? How many electrum are in a silver?
Pills.
All right. The fact that we're
How
even.
do you remove some?
Oh, how do you?
Your treasure entry.
How do you remove it from your inventory?
Just type in the number.
Yeah, just change the number. Just type in 31.
How much do you want me to deduct?
Just 1. 1 silver. So if you type.
1 electrum is 1 electrum is 5 silver pieces.
Okay, 5 silver. Okay, so great. So that's 25 silver.
I've got.
Okay.
So if it's 5 electrum, it'd be 25 silver.
Right. Or 2.5 gold. If isn't 10 silver to a gold, is that correct?
1 electrum piece equals half a gold piece.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we take out 2 gold pieces?
No, you don't need to. You just take 1 silver. You're in the common room, so it's not a big deal, guys. I trust you on terms of you'll figure it out.
If you click in your money, you can instantly type in a new amount.
Yeah, I just took off $1. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
No problem. All right. So so you guys, do you want to ask the waitress anything? Do you want to approach anyone else? You want to just head up to your rooms? You want to check on your horses and talk to the stable boy about, safety of those?
Yeah, I'll go out and, kind of check on my horse, maybe feed him an apple or something, and talk to the stable boy before I go up to my room.
Yeah.
Ask him what's been happening in the local area and, have they had any bandit attacks or anything like that or any troubles.
Okay. Well, we'll kind of adjudicate that here in a moment. How about you? What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna go in the common, check it out, look if I see hidden doors, trap doors, if there's how many other people are in.
Okay.
What they supply.
All right. Given it's probably about 6:15 at night, in the evening, rather, late afternoon, however you want to call it. That's fine. Okay, we will do that. And how about you, Flynn and Drumlin? What are you guys doing?
Yep. I'm gonna head upstairs to my room.
Okay.
Yep. They said baths were provided, right?
Yeah, it's a bucket.
Yeah, in the common room it's a bucket. In the private rooms they have some. They keep it heated. There's a a decanter, a large kind of thing of water, not a decanter, but certainly a brass or a copper kind of kettle. Yeah, kettle with that you can pour into large kettle that you can pour into a bath. Yeah. And by the way, the food itself, all that, you guys should deduct 1 gold and probably 10 silver, I guess 2 gold as it were. So for all, yeah.
Gold for food?
Yeah, the prices are look, tough, man. Inflation.
Was it Bidenomics? What's it?
Verbonomics, that's right. Yeah. But that's for the lot of you, by the way. That's not each. That's for the lot of you.
Oh, that's not each. Oh, okay.
So yeah. She didn't give individual tabs here. That's not how we run our establishment. Just for the lot of you. She
So
says.
we just drop the group party sheet gold by 2.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just take the 2. I think there's 2 hanging out there. Just drop it to 0, and we're fine.
2 hanging. I'm seeing some. Oh, okay.
I took my treasure down food, so anything left over tips to the waitress. So we try to make her happy.
Yeah. Well, if you want to chat up Lauren, go for it. That's fine.
Yeah, I can't edit the party sheet.
Yeah, I don't know what's DM protected versus not. So you guys tell me what you can't get to. I'll take it off.
So there's 2 gold in there, so take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, currently I can't change my gold pieces.
Yeah, and it makes sense, right? I mean, hey, I'm gonna give myself 1,000 gold for the dubious. Not that you guys play that way, but I guess it's feasible that somebody might. So inventory, okay.
I could change it on my character sheet.
On the party sheet?
Yeah,
on the party sheet, yeah.
The party sheet.
Oh, on the party sheet.
Yeah, there was just 2 gold that because it can't 2 can't go 4 ways, so just stay in there. Okay, no problem. I guess I could have converted that to silver and done that. I'll do it next time. How many? Well, John, you're a mathematician here. So how many? Is it 1 platinum is 5 gold? How many gold is platinum?
1 platinum is 5 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
So
I don't know why they just didn't do a decimal system. It would have been
so
much
right.
easier.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna convert this to gold. All right. I'm gonna drop your platinum, and now I'm gonna convert the gold to silver. That is 100 silver, and that should go 4 ways easy.
No, I thought it was wrong. No, it's 10.
10 what?
A gold
10 platinum
piece.
to gold.
Yeah, so a gold piece is 1/10 of a platinum piece. So
okay, so 1 platinum is 10 gold. All right, so that's
10 gold. Yeah.
So that's 20 gold, and so 20 gold is 200 silver.
Yes. So 1 gold piece equals 1/10
Gotcha.
of a platinum piece.
All right.
2 electrum, 10 silver, 100 copper.
All right.
Okay.
So now, gotcha. Party sheet is empty.
Where did the 500 gold go? Did you already split the 500 gold up, or is that?
I did. If you go back in the no, wait, I did not. I did. Oh, did I? Hold on. Yes, I did.
I think it's automatic.
By 1 person, though, isn't it?
I did. See, if you go back into the chat window, you'll see 125 gold to Drumlin, to Flynn, to Darvius, to Otto.
Yeah. I'm sitting on 240 gold and some other stuff.
Mine says 265. That's deducted.
Well, I'm seeing in the party sheet, we're seeing 1,200. Oh, that's all the. Maybe is that all the items they hold?
Yeah, that's the total inventory of the party.
Okay.
Dave role playing his thief for sure, right there. It's like,
Yeah,
right,
good.
Okay, hold on.
Where's the money? Damn it.
Okay.
Where's the money?
All right. So all right. So I don't think I heard Dromlin's. What are you doing, Dromlin, as you break from dinner here?
I'm gonna smoke my pipe and have a nap.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. So now I got everybody. All right. So Flanagan gets the key because your private rooms are keyed. Gets the key to your private room. She hands one to Darvius as well. Flanagan goes up. Darvius goes out. Dromlin gets directions, or rather, Otto gets directions and is pointed to
The common room.
to the common room, and Drumlin takes out his pipe, kicks back, puts his feet on the chair next to him, and starts to smoke his pipe, looking around the room. Okay, so let's do with Darvius. So Darvius, you go outside.
Yep.
There's
I go out to the stable to feed an apple to my horse and maybe a sugar cube.
Little kids sit on some the stable boy is sitting on some hay. He sees you approach, and he, with alacrity, jumps up and runs over to you. And pardon me, sir. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, just here to pat down my horse before the evening. Can you point him out to me?
Yeah, she's a fine horse.
Right where he's stole?
Oh,
what's been happening in these parts as I go under, pat down and rub down my horse or whatever. Kind of talk to him.
Well, Paul says that the militia has really been, they've really been on the move of late. I hadn't seen Paul take out his armor, and gosh, it's got to be, I don't know, since I was a little guy, and you know how kids are. So, it could have been last year, right? But so apparently Paul has gotten out his armor. Yeah, he and the rest, and they're getting out, and you see there's bandits about, and they've been taking things, and holding up strangers, and
this isn't near the town, I would hope.
Well, Paul says they're getting more bold, and I'll tell you, I got a dagger. Don't tell anybody, but I got a dagger in my boot, and if anyone comes close to me, they'll be wishing they hadn't.
You hold on to that dagger, kid. So, many caravans coming through, or is the bandits scared them all away?
Oh, sure, business is good. I'm saving up, I'm saving up, but the merchants, they come every day. They come and they go, and Hamlet, as Paul says, is a crossroads, and there's the gnomes, they come, and the elves, and they come, and even dwarves like yourself or like your friends, they come sometimes, but mostly it's like us, folk like us that come and go, and the bandits hadn't stopped all the wagons, but there sure are a lot of security, like that Zert guy inside, the fighter. He's awaiting, they say, another caravan to come up south to join them.
Oh, Zert, you say? Where's he from?
I rightly don't know. He speaks funny though. He's not from these parts. I don't much like him. He never smiles at me. But I suppose he's I suppose he must be a pretty good fighter.
Who is that, Rufus or somebody else?
That's the Strider guy from inside the bar.
He's a fighter.
Yeah, fighter from waiting for caravan. That's interesting. Is his the big war horse over there?
Yeah, that's his horse. Can you believe it? I'd never seen one in all of my life. I've never seen the like of it. You know, there's other horses. There was a storm that blew through here. Maybe you heard it a couple days ago. But there was a storm that blew through here, and all the horses, they were jumping up and down and getting skittish. This war horse didn't move a muscle. Didn't even blink. Didn't bother him at all. I bet that horse has seen some things.
I do. In what little experience I have, can I tell anything by looking at the war horse?
You go inspect it. It's yeah, it's a black horse, heavily muscled, of course. Currently it doesn't have, it's not heavily armored like you might have heard about during your trainings.
Right.
It's
Dave, when
what?
the kid let get the kid out of there. Thing to talk to animals.
Oh, let's talk to animals. Good point. Thank you. I forgot all about that. Okay.
No, it's not just John that talks.
Yeah, so it's like, well, thank you, son. You go back to your, thanks for all your talk. I'm just going to spend some time with my horse here and kind of pet him down, feed him an apple, let you get back to your chores.
Okay. Well, gosh, thanks. I'll be sure to look after your horse.
Well, thank you, kid.
Give him a silver.
I tip him a silver. Wow, that's kind of. I was thinking of copper. Okay,
wow.
I'll tip him a copper. I'm cheap.
He says.
Give him a silver.
Gee, thanks, mister. You're real swell. No, I'm kidding. He says,
what is that a reasonable amount for a
I don't know what the
lawyer?
going rate is in Hamlet. Who knows what the going rate is? So, hey, and thanks. You give him a copper piece. You're like, hey, thanks, mister. He swipes out of the air like a thief to be, and he runs off. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go put this in my. I'm gonna go put it with the rest of my my savings, and he runs off.
You do that. Keep the dagger close while I do.
All right, he's gone.
Okay. So I go and I talk to the fine warhorse, and I say, "Good evening, Sir Warhorse. What travels have you? Can you tell me of the road?" Using my talk to animals thing.
Yeah, you're the ring the dryad gave you.
Yeah, noble warhorse. I say noble warhorse.
Right.
Butter him up.
Unfortunately, the ring doesn't seem to be working.
Bugger.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Maybe you can ask Bern about it tomorrow or something, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. Oh well, so much for that idea.
That was a good idea, by the way. Really good idea.
So, well, then I basically feed the apple to the horse, pat him down, and then head back to my my room and take a bath, and then go to bed.
All right, so that's Darvius. All right, so let's do with Flanagan. So Flanagan, you go upstairs. You've got this this kind of a bronze key, and you find the name to your room. You open it up. It's kind of a maybe a 15 by 15 room, squarish nature. There's a normal stuff there. Pleasant looking bed and heated kettle. A basin to maybe wash your hands and face. There's a kind of a bath, kind of a, I don't know, I don't know what it's made of, but some ceramic or some pottery based bath that you can pour the water into, and if there's enough of it. And a little closet and whatnot, a little trunk. So that's your room. Anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, no, I mean, I just get to my room, kind of unload my stuff on my bed, not in any particular order, just more of dumping it like when you come into a hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
And just go ahead and try to get a bath.
All right.
Just get the dirt of the road off of me, and yeah, no, just come back out and then start cleaning up my stuff, actually organizing, my pack and everything, and cleaning my weapons.
Right. Okay. Well, you've got your spell book. Yeah, you can clean the grime off your weapons, oil them down. You guys, of course, carry. You've been taught, of course, to carry oils to keep the blade sharp and wipe it down with a special cloth that you carry. There are towels, of course. So yeah, you feel 1,000% better, of course, after 45 minutes of washing in cracks everywhere and getting the dirt off. And you're frankly glad you've never been better for a gold piece, right? This is like great. So
yeah, and then just preparing spells for the next day.
Okay, and just remember, you can prepare a different spell tomorrow, should you need to. You just need to figure out what that is, right? Okay, great. So let's jump over to Otto. Otto, you've gone up to the common room as well. Flynn took a left, you took a right. You went into a 50-foot room by probably 60 feet at the top here. Occupies probably the whole third of the upper stairs. It's a common room. It's nice. It's nice and warm. There's a fireplace, but there are 12 cots. Hay, and they look serviceable enough. Spread out. You see some, a couple of maybe you can't tell. They're just common folk. Parked at two of them close together with their belongings there, kind of kicked back and maybe reading something. But you have your run of you and you and Dromlin have your run of the other. It looks like 10 bunks in here. There's a carpet in the middle. These are all flanking the walls. So they're all, if you can imagine, 5 along one wall, 5 along the other, spaced out. In the common room, there's a table with some chairs under, carpet underneath that flanks it. There is a fireplace corner. There are 3 windows that look outward to the north. And that's really about it.
Are these windows opened or locked?
They are. You don't see how they open. There's no. There's. Yeah, these are kind of, just welded in, for lack of a better word, right?
Okay, so they don't actually.
No, they're just for seeing and not for letting in air.
Okay. I want to tap on them, see how thick they seem in case I need to break it to get out. We're on the 2nd floor, correct?
You're gonna see how thick the pane is in case you have to break it.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Understood. You're observing the window.
Right.
Okay. So,
Right.
I mean,
it looks like it's broken. Right.
Right. It's Yeah, so it's a typical lattice window. So there's a diamond pattern that lattices from top to bottom. You've got some metal in there that's
of the 3 windows, 1, 2, 3, which looks like the best spot if I have to jump out.
Oh, they all look about the same.
So where does it land down? Is that the north side of this structure?
Yes, the north side of the structure. They're facing outward. 3 of them. You're functionally 15 feet in the air, maybe 15 to 20 feet in the air. Yeah.
Okay, I'll probably take all the way west before it gets to that second set of building there.
Okay.
And just take that one around the, see if I see it looks like a secret entrance or a trap door. Or look up, I see a spy hole up above me, like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you look around the room and you're looking for anything abnormal.
Anything abnormal.
Okay.
Besides me being in.
Okay. Roll a 20-sider for me.
Sure. Nope.
That was almost a 1. Nope. You find nothing out of the ordinary. You're, I suspect you spent not like an hour doing this, but the time you spent, you did not find anything. The typical things you might find to be spy-like are not there.
Okay. All right. Hang up in my room. Get my stuff together like everybody else. Ready in the morning.
Okay. All right. So you pick out a cot. You spread out your things, and you're observing. There is and then that leaves Dremlin downstairs. So Dremlin, you are feeling good, my friend. You are looking around. The big man and the thin man got up and excused themselves from the table, paid their bill, and went up the stairs. Clearly, they must have one of the private rooms. You're left with what you guess is Zert the fighter. Of course, you don't know that name yet. And the studious guy, along with families are giving away to more maybe townsmen who are coming in for their late night ale. And not so late night, but evening ale.
As long as I get to smoke my pipe, and like I say, I'm getting ready to probably just go to the common room and take a nap or something exciting happen.
Okay. Well, you exhaust the bowl of your Jimson weed or whatever it passes for an omelet, and you knock it on the table and clean it out and head on up. No problem. They wave you a good night, Master Dwarf, and up you go. And you walk up the stairs. They point you to the right, the common room, and you enter in, and you see the same thing that Otto had seen, which is 2 people dressed in the simple kind of brown robe in one corner, having two of the bunks. And then you have your friend Otto, the dwarf, camped near the far window on the northern wall, laid out and doing whatever he's doing.
All right, sounds good.
All right, cool. So it looks like everyone is in for the night. Cool. And it's early, but you guys have earned some rest, and it's been a long week for you, long 2 weeks, fortnight. All right, so Darvius and Flynn, do you guys lock the door and call it a night? Is that what's happening with you guys? I take it is.
You guys there?
Do I?
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry, I was talking to me.
No problem.
Yeah, I just again take care of my weapons and do end of day kind of chores and then go to bed.
Okay. Cool. All right, good. All right, and same thing with Drellman and Otto. So the only difference is that the common room slowly starts to fill up in the evening. There are actually 3 more brown robe figures that find their way into a bunk. They all seem to give you 2 dwarves plenty of distance. I don't know if it's the snoring or the smell or just simply distrust of dwarves or maybe being cautious, but they're staying back. And then things quiet down, and that's it for the evening. So unless anything else happens, the evening passes uneventful. There are no odd sounds. There's no weird parting raids. Everything's cool. The morning comes upon you. It's the day breaks, and you guys are north and south situated. Sun goes east to west here in Fernroon. So yeah, no problem. You guys wake up and there's a knock on the door, Flynn and Darvius, and they announce breakfast to you. So
Okay.
Good to their word.
They here or
they serve you breakfast. They serve it to you.
Cool. So,
yep.
Shout out.
Yep, and then
and finishing and cleaning up, I go downstairs to the common room once it's all done and get all my stuff together.
All right. And Dromlin and Otto, no such luck with you guys, but you save 9 silver pieces in doing so, and you make your way down to the common room, and I suppose you get some breakfast, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys take care of business. We don't need to go through the menu again for breakfast. Different serving girl. But even now, the common room has got some people in it. Clearly, people come here for breakfast as well. And it's not long before the 4 of you are together, and you're, of course, not far at all from the tower. If you guys want to go see Burn, you let me know.
Yeah, that's our first item on the itinerary for today. So, unless somebody else wants to do something,
walk there or horse.
Just walk. Didn't look to be that far into the map.
Yeah, Hamlet's not very big.
Yeah.
All right, walk there.
Okay. All right, so you guys walk out the front door, which is actually on the south side, so you guys can see where you are here on the pathway, and you can. I think I will unlock your movement. You guys can just you can show me where you're going, and then I'll have to. Okay, you guys can. It's unlocked now. You guys can move where you want to go. So you guys.
That's south, right?
Is it south or back?
It's that gray thing to the
yes.
left or right.
Yeah, it's the big gray thing. Okay.
Back east.
Where the entrance is.
Yeah. So here's the description. I said 40 feet. Misjudged, 55 feet. So the structure is some 55 feet tall, a small tower rising inside the greater at about 35 above the ground. The entrance is only accessible by going up a curving flight of stone stairs, which terminates at a landing about 10 feet above ground. The outer door of the tower lowers to form a bridge to the stone landing. There are a number of arrow slits in the tower, and it has a splay around the base about 6 foot high. The lower and upper battlements are machicolated. Don't even know what that word is. Machicolated. The merlons being pierced for archery as well. 2 men-at-arms watch from its roof. Okay.
Basically, announce myself here to announce ourselves here to see Breen by appointment.
Okay. And here's some old school, showing some old school art here, showing you guys what this might look like in the old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's kind of the stairs that walks up.
Yep.
All right.
And so there's a keep next to this tower. Is that what the walls are around?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yep. So one of the guards in here nods and said, "Yep. Burn said to expect you. Inside you go, and they take you inside. It's kind of an antechamber, kind of very sparse first circle, but there's a stair that winds around the tower going up. He says, "Follow me, gentlemen," and he climbs the stairs to a second level, and the second level seems to be more of a I don't know, more of a just kind of a receiving area, kind of a study receiving area. So it's a bit yeah, it's a kind of a it's an area that's got some benches, and it's got some tables and chairs, and maybe where some of the guards can hang out to do some downtime. But this is where Rufus, or rather Burn meets you. He comes in and he says, "Well met, friends. I trust you had a good night." And next to him, from a different door, but also comes in a fighter who's wearing a chain. I guess it doesn't quite say what he's got on, but yeah, fighter. Oh no, yeah, reading the wrong thing. Yeah, but he comes in, has a chain on, a short shield on his back. Comes in and says, "This is Rufus. He's a cousin here that helps me protect this fair town of Hamlet." And he bids you over to a table and bids you to be seated. He says, "Okay, well met, guys. Again, just thank you for seeing the merchants through. But I think this carried with it some degree of some intelligence on your part as well. That what did you learn on your travels about these brigands, if anything?"
Well, okay. So I have my notes. Let me go to my notes. So there appears to be a bandit by the name of Sneeg. There's a half-orc leader of the Abbey bandits. Lareth is there's somebody named Lareth. A female bandit leader leads Watchtower bandits. Both okay. So Sneeg is one bandit, and I guess there's another one that's a female and they both seem to report to somebody named Lareth. And the bandits like to capture young males. One bandit band is at a watchtower to the southwest, and one is at the Abbey of St. Cuthbert to the south. We encountered a bunch of clerics attacked by wolves. One of them was killed, and we have reason to believe that the one that killed was an assassin for Lareth. We encountered one dryad who had been magically imprisoned by Lareth. We freed her, and we got ambushed at a high rock on the road to Narwell. That's by 5 bandits. All 5 were killed, and we believe that the Sneeg was the leader for those bandits. We encountered there were some owl bears in the area, and also we ran into a Celanese elf patrol.
Wow.
That's the report.
Don't forget to tell them about the goblin trying on the bridge. did damage.
Oh, the goblins. I didn't have that in my notes. Yes, thank you. So we also ran into 2 goblins and a hobgoblin trying to destroy the bridge. And you may want to send someone to either secure or even perhaps repair the bridge. We don't know how strong it was when we left. It was strong enough for us to cross, but we didn't stick around to check it out.
Okay.
So.
Well, he looks over at Rufus, and they nod, and well, this is quite a lot, and it wouldn't have been, not even a year ago, could you have reported half of these events. I thank you for this information. Sneege, of course, is well known to us. He's a thug. He's a half-orc thug that runs the bandits. They have moved around a lot, but apparently that is very good information that they have holed up in the Abbey. We know where this is, and Rufus will lead the militia to take care of this. Rufus nods and he says, "Yeah, that we'll go in very, very quiet like and take care of the Abbey." Now this other bandit leader you've mentioned at the Watchtower. We know of the Watchtower. We don't know this lady that you speak of, but I'm not surprised. There's multiple coordinated points. Lareth, we know. Lareth is he is a priest. He is an evil priest, and he's a young priest who has come into power in this area of late. He's operating from somewhere, we don't know where, but we have our guesses. But until we can confirm it, we would rather not guess and guess aloud anyhow. We hope by Rufus taking and clearing out the Abbey and then going and see if the Watchtower is still inhabited, maybe we can find some clues to where Lareth is. No problem, and we will take it from here. I am interested though in the Dryad. That is not something we've heard. So the Dryad is not one to be easily captured. Did she say why she was captured? Did she even speak with you?
She spoke for a little bit and didn't give us much. She's mentioned Lareth's name, so we know Lareth was involved in capturing her. She gave me this ring, which I thought as when we freed her, which I thought was a ring of animal speaking, but it seems to have stopped working. I don't know if you have any information you can give to me on that.
Well, he said he asked to see the ring.
All right, so I show the ring to him.
Of course, that ring is nothing more than.
What?
Yeah. I was just saying that ring, of course, is just nothing more than like banded twigs and leaves and things, vines kind of roped together. He gets up and he walks into a different room out of sight, comes back with a book, puts it on the table, flips some pages, is reading. He said, "This a dried ring of friendship. This is a gift indeed. I feel what it says here, according to the lore, that a dryad gift of friendship will give you friendship with a dryad in her domain. Of course, dryads are linked to trees, a single tree, and her power is within.
Okay, so it's
maybe
range limited then.
Yes, it is. It is depending on the age and the power of the dryad. That range varies, but this power can only be within the range of her
Okay.
power. So that's probably why it didn't work here.
Don't forget to tell about the magic post.
Yeah, I was going to tell them that next. We have 2 posts that were used to imprison the dryad. If you want to look at them and if you can gain any knowledge from those.
Yes, yeah, of course. Do you have them with you?
Sure, we brought them with us. We were smart enough to think ahead and bring them with us.
He looks at this and he says, "Yeah." He shows it to Rufus, and Rufus shakes his head. He doesn't know. And he says, well, this is not a good omen. This is Evanwood. This is only found in the Underdark, used extensively by drow. This wood you do not see on the surface. This is not good. I don't know how someone came by this, but if we have those creatures of the Underdark at play here, I think things have taken a turn for the worse.
Tell him to be careful. It has electric power that shocked me when I pulled the one out of the ground.
You're still getting clipped off when you talk, Dick. I don't know if other people are seeing the same thing.
No, yeah. I was just going to tell him to be careful that it pull them out of the ground.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, yeah.
I think he'll say interesting. That must be related to the spell that they had put on the spell they had put on the Dryad. It doesn't seem to be in effect now. Oh. So, wow, this is okay. So he says, look, this is what we know. This is what we know. We know that brigands have been in increasing activity. They've been coordinated under attacks. They're after wealth. They are pillaging anything they can get their hands on. We are afraid that that if there's enough numbers, that they might come and try to raid Hamlet for its valuables. We have been on watch for many a fortnight now, and we're fearful what might happen now that we see these. The Underdark may be involved. I must send word to the Viscount of Urbanbach. I have received message, as noted, that from Narwhal, that Narwhal is also apprised of the brigandry, of course. This is why you came. But he has. I am in good stead with Narwhal, the government of Narwhal, and they have given me permission to offer you services as well to help pay off your year's worth of duty to them, an obligation. I have a letter here stamped with the seal of Narwhal. You can look that that you are, of course, under obligation to me, as it were to Narwhal, in this duty. Of course, I would never ask you to do anything you didn't want to do. That's not how I would operate, but I do have some things that need doing should you be amenable to them.
So we can hang around here and do jobs for you, for him, basically. So
yeah, well, he says it's a critical time right now, and jobs, call them missions, call them soirees, call them acts of valor, even. We have.
Going to be right? What? We're going to be mercenaries, basically, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, we've basically been we have the option of transferring to the local government to complete our service rather than heading back to Narwhal. Mm-hmm. So basically, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, sure. Let's you have greater need at the moment than Narwhal, so we'll hang around here. At least my vote. I don't know what the other three say.
Well, the food is good, the beer is great, the service is excellent. I say we find every excuse to stay here for long.
Drumlin likes the end of the welcome winch. That's good. Burns smiles. Yes, it is quite comfortable here in Hamlet. It's a nice area. We have families of. I encourage you to look around when you have some downtime. Everyone is quite friendly here, for the most part. Although some of the farmers are by nature a bit standoffish, but that's just their nature. We have to be on our guard here, given the events. And I think the first thing I would ask you to do, I was approached by the priest of Saint Cuthbert, whose chapel and is up in the northwest corner of Hamlet. He pressed me for some help with some of the militia, and I cannot spare them. I cannot spare a man, given the information you have given us, and given the need that Rufus will be on. I cannot spare him, but perhaps you can go on under my authority and find out what the priest needs in terms of help. I don't know. It's always a mixed bag with him. He means well, but
Oh, that's
you,
fine. A different question about lodging. Is there perhaps an abandoned cottage or barn someplace near the town, but not in Welcome Wind, that we could use as a base to quarter us? It's going to get off, say, at the Welcome Wind every day.
Yeah, he says look, I don't know of any abandoned cottages nearby here. There is there is the village hall here that is empty. We only come together to have meetings when we have a council. We could arrange to have some cots put in there if you want your privacy, but I'll talk to Osler, and I'm sure Osler would be happy to put you into the common room free of charge for as long as you need.
Right, but we're worried about we're worried about raiders when the end of the Welcome Winch is spy for the band, who is we need a little more secure location for the four of them. And I know that having a private room for everybody's expensive.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. I'll see if there's anything.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be a barn for all, but as long as we can lock the doors, control who comes in and who goes out.
You might be able to check. This might work out well for you, as you might be able to check at the Church of St. Cuthbert. I know they have rooms there for visiting priests. In fact, there are some brothers who have traveled. You might have seen them at the inn, usually in brown robes. They have come to pay their respects at the church, to meet with the Calmart, who is the cleric there. But perhaps he has some rooms that have some degree of privacy for you, that if you do something for him, perhaps then he would in return give you this in exchange for whatever it is he wants, which I have no idea what that is.
All right. We got to go talk to the priest then, I guess.
Yes, his name is Calmart. He's an honest person, perhaps a little overzealous in trying to build the church into greater heights, but he's an honest man. He is well, that's his story to tell you of how he got there, but go see what he wants, and if you could take this off my my plate, then you have my thanks already.
All right, so basically, what was his name? Calmart?
Calmart, yeah.
Yeah, and he's the priest of at the local church of Cuthbert.
Right. There's yes.
The town chapel.
Yeah, it's in the Church of St. Cuthbert. It's in the northwest corner. He's the assisting priest, Calmart. He's the administrative taskmaster. He came to see me. There is someone he reports to called the Canon Turjan. Turjan is his name. He's the canon here, and he runs the church. But he's not often seen. It's usually Calmart who does the day-to-day, and he's the one who approached me for a job.
Okay. Is this related to the Abbey, or is
Yes. Well, St. Cuthbert, of course, is a widespread order, which has of course, buildings and churches and abbeys and basilicas even in the greater cities everywhere. So while it's all under St. Cuthbert's name, it is not necessarily the same people running it. So the abbey has been in disuse for many a year. In fact, they've built this church. The abbey was too far. It was found to be too far from Hamlet, and so they have abandoned the abbey some years ago, and they've built this church, and they continue to add on to it. So all the
I'm going to be back in time. Go on.
What?
Okay,
and so we should be going to this church to talk with Calmer about what problems he needs solved, correct?
Yes, you have it exactly.
All right. Okay. Oh, by the way, also, are you familiar with Quinn the cabinet maker? And
yes.
Where might he be?
Yeah, well, as luck would have it, Quinn the cabinet maker's house is on the road to the church. You'll find as you cross the bridge and you keep going to the uppermost, you keep hugging the pathway. There will be a hard left on a pair of trees on either side of the road, and he's is the wooden house up there. That's Quinn. There's a sign, of course, with a little cabinetry on the front of the house that shows that he is the cabinet maker.
Okay. Yeah, so he's the cousin of the one who wants the ferns, and she asked us to talk with him, right? I forget. She just wanted to say hello to him, or did she? I forgot what she wanted us to say to him.
Yes. She says Byrne knows of Mara Willowbend of Red Patch, a local healer and a bit of an alchemist. He discusses. Yeah, the cousin. He said he was not aware that she was his cousin, but he's a good man with a small family. By all means, pay your respects to him. He'd be happy for any visitors.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So that's what unless anyone has any other ideas, I figure we go walk over to the. Is the church in walking distance, or is it something we need the horses for? Or?
No, the entire village is in walking distance. It's...
Okay. So yeah, I figured we walk over to check in with Quinn, just say hello, say Mara sent us to just try to check in with you, and pass whatever message she gave us, and then go from there to the church.
Okay. You guys good with that?
All right.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. So you guys can move your own guys here. But yep, there's the main road. You go past the inn, and you can.
That wood thing right next to that Quinn's place, or is it farther down?
Yeah. If you okay, on your map, as I'm scrolling out, I guess you guys can see the scroll out or not, or on yours. But you see the river, the little kind of this stream that runs through Hamlet. Go over the bridge, yeah. If you keep going, and I'll share with you what you pass. Right, as you pass on the right, you pass directly across from the inn. To the right is the blacksmith. You hear the pounding of a hammer, ching, ching, ching. Right. You pass a building on the left, and that happens to be a banner of Hamlet stands outside. It is this is the town hall that Rufus described, or Byrne described. Directly across from that, you see a sign, a well-kept dwelling with a sign. It depicts a bag of wool and a loom. Apparently, you probably are guessing that this could be a weaver of some sort, or a tailor, perhaps.
Cloth maker.
Yeah, a cloth maker. As you pass, you see a couple cottages and some farms on your right. Before you get the bridge, you see a cottage. There's no sign here. so you're not really sure who lives in the cottage. And you cross over the bridge. You keep to the main trail. There's quite a large building. It's pretty new with a sign, and it says this. It displays 3 yellow balls. It's the Money Changers. Garden Shan male stands by the door wearing a sword and cradling a light bow with a quarrel ready. 2 large dogs are sniffing in your direction as you walk by. So, the Money Changer. And you see a road that goes down to the right that you're not really interested in. And then there's a lane with 4 trees that probably is the signal that that Byrne talked about. You take a left here, then a wooden building down here would be Quinn, the cabinet maker. As you come down this lane, you see a bunch of pottery outside this house on the left, or to your right as we see it. But as you're walking down, it'd be to your left. At the end of at the very end of this lane, this actually, there's a picture of a frothy mug here on a sign outside. This must be the local brewmeister and where they're doing the brewing. And up in the corner here, there's a small house with a sign, and it shows a painted shield and a chest of drawers. This must be the local cabinet maker. So, what are you guys doing? Doors closed, no dogs or kids or barn animals outside.
I walk up to the door and just kind of rap on the door.
Okay. You don't hear any barking, but you hear a young kid yell out, "Father, Father, there's somebody at the door." And not long before a man comes, a small, tidy man opens the door, middle age, a petite man, but dressed very nice. He says, "Yes, may I help you?"
Are you Quinn the cabinet maker? I bring tidings from your cousin Mara.
He bows and a broad smile on his face. "I am Quinn Winton." And then a lady appears, the wife appears next to him. "This is my wife, Allure." And the 2 kids run up and hug their legs on either side.
Well met. We've just arrived recently with a caravan that passed through Red Patch, and she asked us to pass on her greetings. And so we are here to do that. And she is fine.
It's awfully kind of you. He cuts you off. It's awfully kind. Come in. Any friend of Mars is a friend of ours. Please come in. And Allure, he asked to put some tea on, or what passes for tea in Hamlet or something. So he ushers you in. I don't know if all you guys go or not, but anyone who's in visible sight, he shoos inside.
Okay. I'm gonna sit down and just basically tell of our journey, that we have recently arrived here and that we are now taking up some missions for the local what was his name?
Byrne, yeah, Byrne with an E.
Byrne.
Yeah.
Byrne. Okay. And we'll be heading over soon to the church, and I don't remember. Did she tell us did Mara have some specific message she wanted to send to him or not? I can't remember.
No, she just mentioned that her cousin Quinn, the cabinet maker, had relocated to Hamlet, and lives here with his family.
Just tell her that she asked us to acquire more herbs for her, blah blah, and basically just let him know that she's there, and pass along the notes, and also pump him for any information about what's going on around Hamlet, since we'll be working with for Byrne. Just if he has anything he's noticed around unusual about the church or about the banditry in the area or anything like that. Not that he necessarily would, but.
Yeah, he says, they're doing it. He says, "Lord, take the kids and show them that Show them that toy I made them yesterday. Show them how it works again. So she hustles the kids off, and he says, "Oh, this, we've only recently relocated here, but it is in fact, it's alarming. It's alarming that the militia is walking the streets and there's armed guards, and you would expect it at the money changers. He's always got an armed guard there, but in general, to have our friends put on their armor and part of the militia and walk the street. While I myself, of course, my business doesn't carry me into any of these discussions. It's amazing what you pick up just eating lunch at the inn. He says apparently these all started I don't know, some months back. And the brigands seem to be coordinated. According to some, the rumors are that they're taking young males prisoner to get them to work. They're working. I heard one merchant and his security team say it has something to do. He stumbled upon somebody who claimed to have been working there, and he escaped. I don't know if it's true, but he said they were digging out something. They were clearing some kind of masonry, cave-in of some sort, a ruin. Yes, they were as much as possible moving pebble and scree and boulders, and these are rumors, of course, and what this means I don't know, but we're on high alert here. The church, no, the church is normal. There are people that come, being the church, of course. There are visitors, holy ones and not holy ones, that come in, and there's a procession always there with Calmart and his group.
What type of a man is this Calmart? Have you talked with him much?
Oh, he's a pleasant enough sort. He's very, very, let's just say he's very, not ambitious is the word, but very zealous. He's very zealous and passionate about building onto the church, and trying to make it larger. So he's often asking the local town folk for money, and normally we just laugh and don't give it to him, but oftentimes he will turn a very good deed for us, and we will give him money. Of course, most of the hamlet doesn't follow St. Cuthbert. A lot of them tend to the old faith of the Druid ways. When you have a chance, you should talk to the Druid, as he has a grove south of here that he from time to time walks the town and works with the people here of the old faith.
The Druid. So what rank of Druid power does this man have? It's almost like you're talking about a great Druid.
Oh, I don't know anything about great or small, but his name is Jeru Ashstaff, and he seems quite confident to me, and quite. I don't know about these things, Master Dwarf, but he seems well knowledge in the way of the woods and nature. But you can find him in a grove of trees south of here, south of Burn, actually, not far from Burn, on the south pathway.
Well,
he lives in a wooded building there.
If he's walking around by himself, and times are treacherous, as you say, then he's probably not a man to be trifled with. That's my first guess.
No, he's not, and it's a common secret that there's an old bear that guards his back, that follows him around and watches out for him. So
all right. This guy probably didn't given us. We probably need to talk about how the guy hit us up, how much give before we walk in.
I missed about 1 word 3 on that.
Oh, I said that the guy we're talking to, I don't know that would have information given us. The next stop is the church. We need to figure out how much money we want to give up before we go in there, before this guy fleeces us for all of them.
Who? What?
You.
He's talking about paying a tithe to the priest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he's going to ask for money. He's telling us up front. So, how much do we want to spend per man? Do you want to do that?
We're there to help him. We've been sent by the government. We're like the police showing up to him to deal with his problem. So we're not tithing anything.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not tithing anything, considering that I'm already a priest myself of a different.
Yeah, I mean, he's hitting up the local villagers, sure, but if we're going there to clean his monster problem or whatever, yeah, I'm not.
They should be paying us, not the other way around.
Yeah,
I understand what you guys are thinking, but don't be surprised. Money, I think it might be in our long-term interest to cut a couple bucks. If we need somebody to heal us or just help in general.
Yeah. I mean, that might not be. It may not be bad to butter the works again, but we'll deal with that when we get to them.
Okay, well, go there and be asked. All right.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah, I guess so. Unless this guy has anything more to say, I guess we'll just politely take our leave, and just tell him if you learn of any other troubles or something, and you see us around, we'll be glad to try and help.
No, he says it's good to know that such folk are in our town, even if for a short while. My family will rest easier knowing that you're here.
Well, I do have a question, though. It's been grating on my mind for a while since we've heard about this Lareth character, and I suspected as much that he was a priest, since he's obviously staying in an old ruined abbey. Has anyone seen any symbols on him or his men? Surely someone knows of markings that this character rides around with. I'm getting to the bottom of what evil deity we're actually dealing with that's holding sway over this priest. Have you heard anything about symbols or pictographs or anything in relation to this rogue?
I'm sorry, Master Dwarf, I have not. I perhaps maybe Byrne might know, but for me, no, I've not heard of any such thing. I've not even heard the name Lareth until you've now mentioned it.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely query your local priest then.
But if I hear anything, I'll keep my ears open. Now that you are in town and a friend of Mars, of course, I will keep my ears doubly open. And I'll talk to Allure privately, and the ladies gossip twice as much and twice as quick as the men, so she will be on the lookout for you as well.
Hey, John, I'm not sure we want to mention the name of an evil priest. We're going to go meet another priest that we assume is good. We don't want him to think there's something wrong with us.
Well, they already know about this guy around here.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but they're going to wonder how we know. Yeah, we can tell them a story about how we killed all these people on the road, but I don't know that's necessarily going to lend them to trusting us immediately. And they know that we're basically bloodthirsty killers on the road. You got to look at how you look at the story.
Well, a valid concern, but I mean, my priest.
I mean, we know it's Drow, so those would be deities that we worry about because of the magic post. The guy said that was Drow.
Right.
Oh, that's what I suspect.
Okay.
We're not dealing with. I'm just trying to verify. I want to know what these people know. Somebody's got to know something. People can't be walking around blind and deaf and dumb. Someone knows what the hell this character's up to in this village. So we just have to find the right guy. Now the high priest of the village surely will know something, or he's useless. I mean, if he's got an evil cult hiding out in an abbey near the village, then Byrne and and Rufus and this cleric and this druid, they must all be conferring with each other. These guys are way higher level than we are.
Well,
Right. So,
as you guys are discussing, as you guys are discussing this, but not so transparently in front of him, like you guys are kind of talking.
No, this is on the road.
this is what we're talking about. This between ourselves, out of character right now. I'm just like, you know, like basically, we need to do a little detective work and find out what we're up against, because obviously there's way more here than we could possibly handle by ourselves.
Yeah, I think we've kind of probably, unless something's happening, we're moving on from this guy. Maybe we're talking on the road as we walk to the church.
Okay.
Okay. I'm assuming
unless I directly say I'm talking to this guy, you can assume I'm not discussing this
stuff
in front of anybody.
No, Joe, you should lead the discussion, priest, since you're a priest. So we'll just try to be quiet and not offend the guy. I'm sure let you lead that way.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, my old priest has a 15 charisma, so he'll be able to deal with it.
Okay. All right, so you guys leave Quinn and his wife, and they bid you adieu, in Hamlet style, and you guys walk back up the lane, back to the main road that leads out of Hamlet, and the last building that kind of occupies the town of Hamlet to the north is the Church of St. Cuthbert. It's a large building with 2 wings on either side, but a main entrance and a main building, with a wide path, an entrance. People you can see people through windows milling about and things, but there's the church. Do you guys go in and find Calvert?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you guys go in. People don't really pay you much heed until a few guys in brown robes are sweeping and otherwise walking about. A man in black and silver, but not silver metal, but silver and cloth, comes your way. A young man, not overly weighed, kind of trim and fit, with short black hair, comes up to you and says, "Hi, my name is Brother Calvert. What might I do for you? I am one of the clerics here."
Yes, we were been sent to assist you by Burn. And he said that you might have some issues you need some help with.
Ah, okay. Yes. Thank you. Come in. Yes, this is a minor trifling, but I'm afraid I'm obligated to investigate. So I'll get to the point, as I know you're busy and I am busy as well. A sister here by the name of Glinda. She came to visit and she has since left. But she came to visit and she said her brother, a man named Luke, has. Do I have that right, Luke? Kurt. Sorry, Kurt. Her brother Kurt has gone missing. He is a shepherd in the hills, just not but a half day's march from here. He tends the sheep, and has done so for many, many years. But he's been gone now for 24 hours, and it's very odd. And she suspects it has something to do with a hill, she called it, a hill that is well known locally to have some dolmens, some stone structures that come up out of the hill. Of course, the local town folk, they'll come up with all sorts of rumors and superstitions, as it were. But she thinks, not long past, she says, maybe a week or 2 ago, one of the dolmens who have stood for countless times has fallen over, has crumbled, has fallen, something. And since that time, there's been some strange noises up on the hill, and no one really goes up there. She says her brother, however, is very, very curious sort, and she doesn't know if he went up that hill, but she wants to get it checked out and try to see what happened to her brother. And I owe her a debt from the past. So she's been my top. She goes around, solicits funds from around the area, and she's been my top earner. So I do need to investigate this for her. You're probably overpowered for this work. I don't think it takes anybody but a stout heart, and of course we have many who are not around here. So if you could investigate this hill, I would appreciate it, and look for her brother and give word back to me, and I would greatly appreciate it.
How far is this hill from here?
It's I would say 4 hours march, 3 to 4 hours.
4 hours.
So we need to go back.
Yeah, it's a half.
A long way, isn't it?
It's a half day. It's a half day.
It's a half day of walking.
The countryside.
They're faster, the horses, but then we'd have the horses. I'm betting there's something underground there, so we might not want to take the horses just so they aren't out exposed while we're underground.
Well, I'm a dwarf. I prefer not to be towing a horse around anyway, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying now 4 hours to get there. It's dark by the time we get there.
Yeah, but we got to maintain the horses. We could get attacked. We're going to lose our mounts.
No, are
4
you
hours
saying
in
you
the
want to
grand
wait
scheme of things isn't that long.
Yeah, but we could run away on half.
It's it's probably 10:30 in the morning right now, right? Because you at the crack of
so we get there about 2:30, and if there's nothing there, we can turn around. If there's something serious, we can reassess and still be home before dark.
Okay, we'll hope.
Okay.
So, yep, asking if you got anything else you can say about the territory or any lands, but what might be out there, and if not, we're off.
No, it's just he shows you a local map, and this is what he shows you.
He's a sheep herder, right? Yes.
He's a shepherd.
He's a shepherd, yeah.
Okay, so it could be drunk on the hill, hopefully.
Yeah, that would be the ideal. But you and I know that this is an adventure RPG, so that's not what's going to be it. But
right. Yeah. So, right here, yeah, where the tip of the arrow is where.
And I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there we go. Hey.
Right there, where my circle is. Hamlet is here.
Okay.
Right, and then you and just about a 4-hour walk, or maybe an hour on a horseback, right? And there's a road that leads up to seeing the valley and Etterbook and things like this. Off to the right, about whatever 4 hours walk in mileage is. There's a path that leads up, and not very distant, a quarter of a mile, you'll see this hill with the dolmens. It's well known in the area. It's a well-known thing. The shepherds, I'm told, often let their sheep graze there, as the dolmens cast shadows sometimes in the hot sun. But yeah.
Yeah. So basically, my guess is one of the stones fell over and opened up a cave or something, and a sheep fell in, and the shepherd went in after the sheep and had
let us know if we pass it walking the road.
Yeah. The path. I mean, the path is pretty. Yeah. Let's just say you can find the path to the stone. Maybe there's a marker. Somebody's put a marker there that points to it as a curiosity for travelers.
That map flashed on my screen for like half a second. Blue line going down.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it went. It's not back up.
I unshared it, but I shared it and unshared it. So here I'm sharing it again. I'll get rid of the pointers. So
okay.
It's right where the E is in Edders, right here.
Yeah.
Where the E is in Edders is about where this is.
Okay. The big E or
the second E, Ters, E. Where this is.
There's two E's.
I know this.
One or the little?
The little one, the second one, between the.
Okay. By the river.
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
This one right here.
Oh, down there. Okay.
Yeah, right about there, something like that. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so you guys get the gratitude of this guy, and I'm sure you can parlay this into something later. And you go back and get your horses and start to make the journey, huh? Northwest.
Did we decide to take the horses or not?
Sorry,
they want to walk.
Oh, you guys want to walk? Oh, you guys want to walk? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not taking the horse.
Okay.
All right. Well, there's your elven and dwarven legs can always use the exercise, I guess. All right. So, well, there's at least you're on the right side of town because it is this way, right? It's straight up.
Yep.
All right. If you guys know time like the present, there you go. You can you start making your way through the path and.
Well, what time of day is it right now?
It said 10:30.
Yeah, it's 10:30 in the morning.
So we should get there about 2:30.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
You know, we can look around, and if it's really bad, if it really looks serious, we can come back for the horses. But I'm thinking if we get our bed rolls and stuff, we can even just camp there before going down into it.
Well, two of you are thieves anyway. If you guys can't disappear into the woods and get away, I'll be shocked.
Ooh.
Yeah, how about that? Hey, how do you guys like the GM with this the GM photo there? Perfect, right?
Yeah, that's your picture of you. I thought that's what it was.
Like the road. I forget how that song goes. The road is a traveled road. Okay, so okay, so you guys make your way. Look, it's another, fair day. The weather. Let's see if the weather plays along. Yep, look at that. Patches of clouds drift across an otherwise sunny sky, offering moments of shade. So, yeah, no, it's a fair day, a fair spring day as you make your way through the lands of Hamlet. There's, I wish I could tell you the 60 and the 1 random encounters rolled something, they didn't. You pass by people coming and going. There's no sign of brigands. You can see them a mile away anyhow. That's not very forested along this path. And after some time and maybe I don't know if you're eating or stopping, it doesn't really matter because you don't run into anything. It's not long before you do see a sign that points to the fingers. They call it locally the fingers of heaven, or point this way. And there's a pathway that you imagine is it. You guys can go that way or not. It's up to you.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So the path ends, and the path, it's just a dirt little path, but it's in the grassy area. Pretty soon, it's mostly grass, trotted grass, and in the distance, you see something that looks like this, and you figure this must be the place. You don't see any shepherds. You don't see any sign of sheep. But you do see signs of 5 large mounds coming up out of the earth.
I don't see any image.
You don't see an image yet?
I don't see it. No, it's gray.
Hold on.
Just give it a minute.
Yeah, give it a minute. Probably sharing too many things. Let me take you. Oh, because you're not on this map. Let me.
It's there now.
I need to stop.
Oh, it's a map. Okay.
Yeah, let me stop. It's not a map. It's just a record. Let me take.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm take some bandwidth off here by taking the Hamlet down. Okay. Perfect. We'll bring Hamlet. Okay. All right. So.
Hi-ho we go.
Yep. So you see this hill with 5 large dolmens sticking out. You guys want to go up the hill? What are you doing?
Yep. Hike up the hill, keep an eye out for anything interesting.
Okay. All right. So let me get to where I need to be here. All right. So, Okay, yeah. These are actually my picture. I did it not justice. There should be white, actually, even more making the attraction even more alluring. And here's a description. White shafts of stone thrust up from the earth, decayed and broken. Their circular arrangement at the top of the grassy hill suggests that the last oral remnant of some long ago rotted giant in the earth. Though some columns are bent, others lean against their companion stones. In the 30-foot diameter circle, only one stone has truly fallen over. So as you get to the top, that's what you see. And as upon looking at it a little further, you see the following. The fallen column is partly shattered, and chunks of stone are scattered down the other side of the hill, which you don't see coming up the hill. The unshattered portion has slid down the hillside as well, looking almost like a disembodied step. A dark gap remains in the earth where the stone recently stood, a black cavity in the truest sense of the word.
Do we see any sign of anyone around, having been around here? Footsteps, sheep, dung, anything that might make us think that the shepherd was around?
Roll for perception. Yeah, roll for or investigation, either or. Yeah, or if you have that.
Okay, and what do
if not, how about
what do I roll again? What do I roll again?
How about just roll your wisdom or your intelligence, whichever is higher. 13 or better will show you something, or not.
19.
Okay. So you do see see signs of where the grass had been matted down, maybe with some heavy beasts of some sort. The ground's not really wet enough. It hadn't rained recently for it to be muddy or retain any hoof prints.
Right.
But there are signs of that there are had been at least some passing of something up here.
Ooh, something went in. Something heavy, because that doesn't sound like a sheep. That sounds like something else. But okay.
Well, as you look further, you'll see a chunk of white stone has fallen from its position upon the crown of the hill and slid downward some 30 feet. The upper portion is completely shattered. The square base, though, forms a rough step about 4 feet high, 5 feet wide, and 5 feet long. This is kind of a chunk of white marble.
Is there anything on top of it?
No, but as you investigate, you see a gap near this where this was. So you see a gap measuring 5 feet on a side remains where an ancient dolmen recently fell. The cavity is utterly dark. However, rounded steps are visible within the gap, plunging it into the earth at a steep angle. Cobwebs thick with stone dust, smooth, sharp combers, and the smell of earth, moisture, and rot is strong in your nostrils. So here you go. Here are some steps going down into the hill. Yes.
All right.
Barrow. It's a barrow.
I see the mound with 5 folds there. Which broken? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Just one of the columns has fallen, and it's broken on the other side.
Number from left to right on the picture. 3, 4,
5. None of those are broken. 6 on the other side of 3, that on the other side of the hill, that makes the circle is the one that's broken. You can't see.
Okay, so there's 6. Okay, we see 5 of them.
Right, 5 are still standing. The 6th one has fallen over. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Dark vision ahoy. I start gingerly working my way down into the hole to see what's down there.
Oh, I get my holy symbol ready. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you guys are you guys not lighting up any torches or anything? You guys are basically relying on some infravision and stuff, things like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If a torch be harder on my eyes than using the infravision, or I don't know.
Yeah, possibly.
I use whichever. What?
We don't need to use them, but we.
That's what I was thinking. I was under the impression I really need. Okay. It's actually disadvantageous to use a torch.
We're not gonna worry about it too much. I didn't have a ton of time to fix the lighting on this map, so I'm going to share this with you. All right, let's see the marching order. And I need you guys to be really specific about who's doing what. So don't just run in there.
Okay.
No, in fact, I'm going to turn the lock movement on so I can understand.
Okay.
Well, the order is the same as it always has been. So.
All right, but just remind me what that is what I'm saying. I forget. Who's first?
I'm probably in the front, and then the two thieves behind me, and then our fighter magic user at the end.
Yeah, all right, I'll be 3. Dave can be 2.
Dramas.
Yeah, that's fine. Unless that's fine.
All right.
Now we're going down to a hole. We're going vertically down, correct?
Yeah, and I'm going to share the map here in a second. You guys are going to see what I see. You can move your tokens. Let me know when you see what I can see.
Mountaineering is one of my skills, by the way. So.
Well, but these thieves, we got to climb walls too.
Yeah, but I'm talking about I'm in the friggin' front. Nobody's gonna be saving me but myself.
Right.
I'm saying, don't we need to secure a rope?
Well, there's steps. We're not climbing. There's actually steps.
Yeah.
We're in a barrow. We don't know what.
I understand.
Act like we've never been in a dungeon before. It's like things could go sideways real quick.
Yeah.
Well, do you want a rope on? We can tie a rope to you if we want to go ropes. Do we want to do that?
No, I mean unless but just keep our eyes open for.
Don't we want to have a rope so we can get out?
Well, I have
crawl up things rope that are nothing.
Well, how sturdy? I mean, admittedly, anything can roll out from under us, but how sturdy does these steps look?
They're pretty solid.
That's what I'm gauging. That's why I brought up the mountaineering. I'm gauging like the strength of the stone. And we're dwarves, for God's sakes. It shouldn't be that hard to be telling if there's something flaky with the stonework and the steps and stuff. So I'm keeping my eyes open.
No, the steps are solid. Your feet don't betray you. They're solid. They're not crumbly. They're well made. They're pretty old. As you descend, you believe they're descending more than 50 feet for sure into the earth.
What are we smelling?
He already told us that.
Okay. As you descend the steps, smells of kind of a strange spice, smoke, and maybe even a metallic smell comes up to you.
Smoke?
The deeper you go. That's the smell of it.
That's interesting. Okay. There might actually be some kind of human in here.
Well, something with cooking, maybe somewhere farther down.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what kind of undead cooks? So there's something alive down here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still not seeing a map if we're supposed to see one.
You're not seeing it?
I see four little
we see the character icons, but
okay.
You see the map?
Just give it a second. It's gonna pop up.
Okay.
I see it.
Do you see it? You see the stairs, Drumlin?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
There's like stone in front of the stairs.
Yeah, that's right. Good.
I'm gonna have to call off pretty soon. We're gonna have dinner soon.
All right, let's get down. Let's get down to the. Let's get going here a little bit, and we'll.
Okay.
Let me know if not. I think for you guys, for some reason, I can unshare it and share it. That seems to be the trick for you guys.
Ah, there we go.
Okay. Okay.
Boom, that worked.
I didn't do anything except do something. Okay, cool. All right, so Flanagan, you see it okay?
Not yet. It's still loading in, but it's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
I think Fantasy Grounds or whatever it uses to funnel the images and information is slower than it used to be. I'm not sure what's going on.
And it could be me using this dungeon draft a little bit. I'm not sure. I'll have to dig into it, but
how do you save them? Do you save them as images, or does it actually do more than that.
Yeah,
I guess it does because it
it
has fog of war. So yeah.
PNG, yeah, it exports it in. But I sometimes make these maps too big, right? And I'm running multiple things on my computer, so I don't know. Maybe I could get some more RAM, but okay.
Dwarf mining skills here. Got a question. Is it possible that those other rocks have staircases under as well? That the other boulders maybe they're markers also. He's a dwarf. I'm a dwarf. Can we guess that or think about that?
Yeah, you can think about it. I'm sure. I mean, given that you guys are coming down this one, maybe it's a question for when you resurface, and you can look around those.
Okay.
Okay, so you're in the lead, Drumlin. What do you want to do? You move yourself to where you want to go.
I want to get to the base of the steps that I see in front of me.
Okay, the smell is getting stronger of the spice, smoke, and dank copper. And as you get down to the bottom, I thought I turned that off. Okay, now it's gonna be locked. Okay, Drumlin, as you get to the bottom, you notice as you step foot on the bottom, a blue haze fills this chamber, making it impossible to see more than a few feet in any direction. The haze itself is what smells of strange spice, smoke, and dank copper.
So some kind of... Do I get the sense that this is some kind of religious...
Incense?
It seems religious to me. That's my first guess.
Right.
Some kind of ritual.
Right.
I mean, the dank copper thing is the real giveaway.
Yeah. Look, I can say probably it's in your mind, but there's nothing you can pin it onto in your history of knowledge that this set of elements, there's nothing to make you believe one way or the other. It could be, right? It may not be.
Well, I'm voting it is.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Anyway, I see 4 doors in this chamber down here.
Yeah, but you can't. I mean, you don't yet. You shouldn't. It's only a few feet of visibility.
Fog is too thick.
Yeah, I just wasn't able to add the visibility of.
Oh, it's that hazy that I can't see a few feet in front of it.
Yeah. Well, that's what it says, right? It says it's impossible to see more than a few feet in any direction.
Okay, well, this is more than just a haze. Then this is.
Yeah, it's a thick
cloud
of
breathing.
Thick cloud of smoke.
Like affecting our ability to breathe.
No, not so much. Surprisingly, it's not. You're not choking on it.
So basically, we can't guarantee we're seeing it aside. So I would probably come out. Just kind of my suggestion is put a hand on the wall and start working our way around the wall, in one side or the other.
Well, go ahead and move your tokens to where you are.
Well, I mean, Dromulin is in charge. I mean, he's first in line. I mean, I'm just right behind him. I just basically say, put your left hand on the wall and start moving along to the right, and see what we encounter, because we can't see across the room, so we don't know what's in the center of the room.
Right.
And we don't want to get lost. So I would just say hug the wall to the right.
To the right. Okay.
Yeah. And work our way along.
Right as we're facing, or to the right?
Yeah, that's right as we're facing. So basically to the.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'm just saying that you probably have your left hand to touch the wall, your right hand for your weapon.
Yeah. Well,
and I would argue that we just kind of single line it along that part, and maybe while I'm doing it, I'm trying to keep an eye open for any sign of traps.
So you're touching the wall. Okay, cool. All right.
Well, we can't see anything else. I mean, if we go into the middle of the room, we're going to get lost quick. And I would say everybody stays within sight of the person in front of them.
All right. So as Drumlin is making his way, and I'll move Otto, because Otto and Flanagan, I guess, because they're back.
I'm here. I just don't have any map.
Yeah. Sorry for that.
I'll have my
Well,
left hand down.
we actually, we're not supposed to have the map either. We shouldn't be seeing as much of the map as we do.
Right. So the so you feel, Drumlin, as you're making your way around the wall, you notice the wall transition into what clearly is a door to your left.
Made of stone?
Yes, it's a stone door. Hold on. Let me get. I need to do something really quick to get my bearings.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. So.
This is a weird place for a guy to take it every day.
For a guy to do what?
I said it's a weird place to take it every day. Strange, this hill.
Yeah.
I mean, sheep normally don't want to go uphill during the day.
They like to eat grass. They'll go wherever there's grass.
Yes.
All right. So there is yeah, there's a door, a stone door that is, you feel like what you believe to be a stone door to your left.
I kind of ask Romulan to kind of move aside so I can do a search for traps.
Go for it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your go ahead and roll your let's see, where is
nope.
Okay, failure by 3. Yeah, sorry. Almost. No, you don't find anything.
All right. Oh well.
The door is not locked, and it opens. It opens inward, like away from you.
All right.
Was there a locking mechanism on the door?
Yeah, there is there's no locking mechanism. There's just a handle of a door.
It's a handle. Okay.
All right. I flubbed the find traps, so I'll open the door, take the shot.
Okay. All right. So you walk in, and as you walk in, the mist dissipates for sure. But the mist definitely dissipates for you. However, not shown on the map, but let me put it in as a pointer. Right here, yeah. Almost immediately inside this door, Darvius, you see the hallway to the east. It seems completely blocked by thick strands of pearl gray webbing.
Lovely spiders. We may actually want to pull out those torches.
Yep, I am actually pulling out a torch right now with my flint.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna have to bail for dinner now, guys. So you can either continue without me and run my character, or it's up to you.
We can.
All right, have a good dinner, Dave.
All right.
Yep.
So have fun. Go ahead and fly. Yeah, go ahead and fly my character. Try not to get him killed. So I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.
All right, Dave. Take it easy, buddy.
All right, Dave.
Sounds good.
All right, you guys want to press on for a little?
I see a kind of a pathway now. Sort of a, I don't know what to call that. Like a path type of, like a window thing, like a vent cover. Is that right? It's got our characters on it.
Yeah. You should be seeing black tiles and a floor.
See black tiles. I see our 4 character things.
Yeah. Good. So, just tell me if you are doing what they're doing. They hugged the wall and they went through a door, or at least Darvius did. And if anyone wants to grab Darvius's character into the character sheet and play him for a little bit, you can. Drumlin, do you want to do that, since you're you know how to do that pretty well?
I'm just going to keep my sword in my hand and, keep my eyes open.
Okay. I'm going to put. Someone mentioned they put a torch on somebody, right? So Darvius took out a torch.
Darvius and my cleric both pulled out torches.
Okay, I'm going to put a torch on to both of you. Okay, so now you got some more light happening. Okay.
Do we hear any other strange noises, like anybody's reacting to our light?
You don't hear. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, do you hear the crackling of the torch? You have a detect noise skill. Go for it. Roll detect noise.
Was that a percentage dice?
Yeah. You should just be able to click it. Go to your skills.
Yeah, my thing's grammed up. You just roll for me.
I'll do it. Yeah. Nope. You don't detect anything abnormal.
Okay.
For sure. Now, are you still at the base of the stairs with Flanagan, or have you moved on?
No, I'm still there. I mean, we're really supposed to go to. If we don't see anything, we don't hear anything. There's no rush to move anywhere.
We opened the door, so you have a choice to follow us through this door.
Yeah, I'm following in. Sure, I'm not leaving you guys by yourself, but I'm saying I'm not charging 100 miles an hour.
Nor should you. I'm just asking if you're following the same path that they did.
Yeah,
Hugging the wall. Okay, and Flanagan, are you doing the same thing, or are you venturing elsewhere?
Yeah, I mean, I'm following them.
Okay.
Just following in behind them.
Okay.
So I've got my torch out on my left hand, and I've got my battle axe in my right, and I'm using my battle axe, kind of tapping the floor in front of me.
Okay. To make sure it's like not.
Well, I mean, we can't see. I don't want to be stumbling into a pit or something.
Right. Well, you've moved out of the room into this hall where there's webbing that's blocking you from going further. The torch, you brought out a torch. You notice this webbing is like pearl gray in nature.
So this is like giant spider webbing. If it stops.
It's a giant webbing for sure.
It's strong enough to stop us. It's got to be.
Yeah. Do you investigate the web? Are you looking with your torch and closely at it, or
yeah,
just?
I burned some of the strands away.
It won't burn.
It won't
Doesn't burn.
It does not burn.
All right, now I'm concerned. I don't know what kind of spider.
Okay. Now there.
So,
I mean, because we don't want to get in webs that burn to get out of. Nobody's got any super to get out of. So going forward seems kind of silly.
Yeah, I do not think it wise of us to go forward either.
Yeah, you notice as you bring the torch up close to it, and you're trying to burn it, you notice that it's quite wet. It looks like it's coated with some kind of oil, which is why it won't burn. Oil itself is not flammable.
Oil is flammable, isn't it?
But not all oils. This one's not.
What?
Is this partly where some of the smell is coming from?
Could be. I mean, it doesn't. You don't smell straight. No. Yeah, no. Let me rephrase that. You do not smell any greater sense of strange spice, smoke, or copper from here. And given that you've go ahead.
How tall of a shaft is this? How high is this thing?
Roughly. I would say it's probably 8 feet to the ceiling. 8 foot high ceilings. And the webbing is top to bottom.
8 foot high ceilings. How wide?
I would say it's probably 10 feet wide.
About 10 feet.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe it's closer to 7 feet. I don't know. I'm looking at this square you drew, actually. Yeah, it is actually technically less than 10 feet wide in this hallway that we're in now. Especially if the squares, they're not actually, yeah, so this is actually a pretty narrow hallway. Okay, what do you think, guys? I mean, I say we back off because...
Yeah, I would say we get back off, get out. We're better off to find 10 or round them up and stick them down the hole when it shows up. But you got to get that cobwebs. If they don't burn, you got to move them. So the only thing you can possibly do is, like I said, force sheep to go down the hallway, create a stampede if you can get enough of them. But I don't know how else.
No, nothing's going to come plowing through this stuff. If I can't burn it, we're talking about some seriously strong giant spider webs. And we're not going to be able to get animals come down here anyway. They'll be too damn
The only other thing to do is try to flood it.
Well, I mean, that would be a big undertaking, so that's not happening.
Right. So you can't burn it. You can't flood it. I mean, it doesn't appear to be magical according to our magic, right?
I mean, you could probably find something in your backpack that's useless, and you can see how sticky it is, you know. You want to touch it with something.
There's other parts of this giant chamber behind us that we could investigate, but
yeah,
this is obviously a no-go for now. I don't think there's anything to benefit us by forcing our way into.
Put it this way, the shepherd certainly, and that's what we're trying to find him.
Well, there's no sign of him here. If there was any, I'm assuming I don't see any signs of humans anywhere in this webbing in front of us.
No, you see no human anything on that web.
There's no shepherd staff.
There's no clothing. There's no hair.
No.
I mean, this webbing would have a bunch of stuff stuck in it if it was.
Right.
This webbing has been here for a while. Yeah, I don't think anything's passed this way, Dick, for a while.
Then there's no sense to go down that hallway.
Yeah.
Because we get stuck, we can get out.
Yeah, I'm turning around. Let's go back out to the main chamber.
I would say go up top, check out the other rock.
Okay.
See if they look like they're an inch too. I mean, this dungeon
I would.
Right, but this is like a burial thing.
All right.
This is old, like the old
drum.
Yeah, but
stuff for burial.
We're not gonna be able to move those rocks by ourselves. They're huge boulders, right?
Right, but there might be an entrance that we might notice that they have something. I mean, maybe there's a spot where you push and it opens up. You don't know.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I would look first. I mean, could be one of those things where it's got 5.
All right.
It may not.
All right.
Mean, but the not going to find a shepherd anywhere else.
At least it won't be full of smoke and cobwebs.
All right, Dromlin, given your movement, I need you to roll a save versus paralyzation on your main sheet.
What? Because I just backed out of the hallway?
Yeah, I mean just where you move your token to. I just need you to roll. I'll explain in a second. Well, I can explain now, and then you have to roll. So, so as you came out back into the main room here, your pathway of your token took you across the corner that you guys have previously avoided of a pit trap, which now, under the weight of you, opens up, and
yeah, but I told you what I was doing with my axe.
Yeah. So it's not touch related, it's weight related, right? So you're touching with your axe, it didn't trigger it until you got weight on it, and now it did. However, it opens up, and you catch yourself by your arms, and you're able to lift yourself out, and you see that there is a 10-foot trap that has sprung open under your feet, and luckily you were not inadvertently affected.
This place is just a real pleasure to be in.
Yeah, we're not
It's
ready
like a
to
mini
go
Tomb of
down.
Horrors.
Yeah.
You there? I mean, I just was not going to find Shepherd. Shepherd, good, give us points in town.
Just hug the wall and let's go up the stairs for a
Yeah.
reconnoiter.
Because nobody's going to SOL.
Okay, you are you going back up the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What's the order?
We'll hold hands if we have to. We're just getting back the same way we went and getting to the stairs. And that the order is right there in the map.
Okay, but you're I mean, because you're just keeping the
We're
order.
reversing the order. Well,
That's-
yeah, John goes up.
That's what I'm asking, because some people to invert it, right? If you're going D, C, B, A, and now you're going to go back A, B, C, D, people have to pass one another. It makes a difference to me.
Well, I almost fell into a pit. I just went towards the stairs. I see everybody else in the map.
We're going to stay against
I'm
the
in the
wall
front
the way
at
we
the base
came.
of the stairs right now. So whatever else everybody does, move your.
We're going to try to retrace our path.
All right. So Flynn, are you there, Flynn?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go second behind him.
Okay, so Darvius
Front
is
of the
bringing
wall.
up the rear. This sounds like.
Yeah, and I can't see Darvius's icons. So you'll have to.
Oh, that's fine. Oh. And Otto and Darvius. Okay. As Dromlin is going up the stairs, Flanagan, Otto, and then Darvius. Okay.
Yeah, let's just get back to daylight for a second here. This is a little much. I mean, we're only level 1. I mean, any of us could die instantly with pit trap.
Forget the pit trap. You don't want to be stuck in the web. We don't have any fighter with it.
Giant.
Get us out, and it won't burn. Burned, it would be different. It's not burning.
Yeah, it's obviously, if it's a spider that big, that also could be more than one of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's always more than one of them.
Pretty much. So we're going up the stairs and out.
Okay.
Hopefully this isn't complicated.
Hold on.
There may only be one big one, but there's thousands of little.
All right. So as you guys are going up, you hear a cry from behind you, and you hear a cry out in pain as Darvius has just been attacked from behind successfully.
By what?
Spider.
No. Okay, so you guys can roll initiative. Basically, you were surprised for sure. I mean, something came out of the shadows, out of the haze, and knifed Darvius in the back. As Darvius turns around, he sees what appears to be a small humanoid with black hair, mangly black hair, who has just put a dagger in his back. And it's a small creature that, let me see if I can read this description here. Okay, let's see. Description. I gotta pull it up here because it's not a normal one. Details. Okay, it's a small humanoid. The face is human, the best you can see through the blue haze. They have multifaceted eyes and mandibles protruding from their mouths. Long, stringy black hair falls in a tangle from their skulls and grows down their backs like manes of a horse. That is what attacked you, Darvius. And now I got to roll their initiative here. Oops, dang it.
You got to roll for 6 characters.
Yeah. You guys go roll your initiatives if you haven't yet. You have.
But you got to roll for.
Oh, for Dickie. Okay.
Auto.
Come on.
For Otto. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Auto. Seven. And I got it right.
Okay, well, Flanagan rolled a 2, so that's pretty good. And Darby's rolled a 3, so.
Okay.
Do y'all want to try to fight here on the staircase, or do y'all want to try to drag?
We're not gonna have a
drag,
choice. I mean,
Darby is out.
We got surprise on us. We're fighting where we're standing.
Okay. All right. This thing has rolled its. So you guys. Dang it. Come on now. Combat tracker. Okay. Next actor. Okay. Okay. Darby, you guys rolled initiative, right? I'm not sure why it's not showing me. Roll initiative again, please. I screwed it up, I think, when I went to next turn by accident.
Okay, well, we had good initiative, but all right.
Well, this thing has got terrible initiative right now. 9, 10.
Ooh. Darby's was a 1.
All right, Darvius is not playing around. All right, so you turn your attacker with, and you see this thing. What would you like to do, Darvius? Let me make it apparent. It is now. You now see this thing in front of you.
Stabs it in the face.
All right.
Some picture flashed up. Was that a?
Not really sure what that was. All right, Darvius, so you're going to attack with whatever they got.
Yeah. For some reason, it's showing like a minus here.
That's, I think, probably throwing the dagger. Minus 3, minus 5. Just use a short sword.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think he's proficient in the dagger. Miss. Okay. So you missed. Okay, you missed. Now who's next? Dromlin, you're at the top of the stairs.
Yep.
But you can clearly move half your distance and still attack, and that's far enough to get back down. And
I've got a crossbow and all that, but I can't see, so.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Bless, I think. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I think it's like a 40 by 40 cube. Let me see here.
$50-foot cube. Yeah.
Yeah, is it 50?
Yeah, 50-foot cube. Area of effect.
All right. So I'm just going to get everybody in the party in the bless. So I'll just drop the bless on every person here, I guess.
It's like 50-foot cube. Yeah, boom.
Well, Andrew, I got my sword out. Don't know if I can rear to backstab this, or if I just have to attack it straight on. But either way, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Oh, what's that? Cast a spell that is not memorized. What?
Oh,
I see. Yeah, we rested at some
I'll
point.
I'll fix that. Let's see. Oh, we should have gone through a rest cycle. Yeah.
Right, I'll recast it. Hold on.
Yeah, just unclick. Yeah, we should have rested at night. We should have done that.
I just got to cast it the one time, and then I got to put the effects on everybody.
But of course, one thing we have to work through, yeah, is like we have to talk about how we do initiative next time. Yeah, a little change, but okay.
Oh, there's a change.
No, we just gotta agree on some rules as a group. I just want to know what you guys' thoughts are on something, on how if we want to handle individual weapon speed and spell casting speed, things like that.
Okay, well, anyway, that's my move for this
Okay.
round.
Okay, great. All right, so everyone's blessed. All right, Flanagan, what do you want to do? You're right up the stairs. There's this thing, this small humanoid in front of Darius, just stuck him with a knife.
I think I know what this is.
How,
I think it's a
how wide
Grimlock.
are the stairs?
Say what?
How wide are the stairs? They look about 2 feet.
Yeah, about that, 7, 8 feet wide. Yeah, you can get past. You can get past these guys, I think. I mean, the tokens are not like, you can get past them. You're an elf. You can turn your shoulders and be no more than 2 foot wide, right? And get past them.
You could jump over the dwarf.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Don't land on the.
Might land on a spring-loaded trap, but you're fine. Actually, this trap now is open. You can clearly see this trap, which I will. Let me put another pointer here for you.
Where is it exactly? Yeah.
Yeah, let me do it.
Exactly?
Not there. Right here.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah. Which is
Now,
really smart to hug the wall because you just had missed, right? I thought you guys were gonna hit it. At least, yeah. Okay.
About how far out can I see from where I'm at? Like, can I see?
Once you hit the bottom landing, it's just you can't see more than a few feet. The haze. There's some blue haze coming from somewhere in this room. You haven't found yet.
Gotcha.
All right. I see the little map where we're coming down. Enemy little red target, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, if you're coming down on that side, I got to try to go around the other side and hug the wall and try to get around. I don't know if I can get around.
Yeah.
Well, you're on the stair. You could technically shoot right over Jarvis's head if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could.
Right, but I got a sword in my hand, not a bow. Say I had a bow.
Or you don't have anything to throw her, I guess.
You could kick the kick the elf in his back and push the guy over, and then you can be inventive. You can figure it out. But Flanagan's still up. So what are you doing, Flanagan?
Yeah. I mean, can I see this thing?
If you get close enough, you can see it.
Hazy.
Yeah, I mean, if you get like within 5 feet, you have to get about here to see it.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, that's like 0 feet. He's like right next to him.
Like 5 feet away.
Not really. No.
Yes. Yeah. Token is 5 feet. You can't. Don't worry about the map.
But the body is in the 5 feet, right?
You got to have
like
a 5 foot reach, right? So we are assuming this is like 5 feet to 5 feet. Token to token. The center point to center point is 5 feet, right?
The center point is right, but not the weapons and the arms and all that. It's like it's shorter than that.
Yeah, but his eyes to their eyes is 5 feet.
He can see it, right? I mean, we're in soup, is what you're telling us, because if we can't see 3, 4, 5 feet in front of us, this stuff is like.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we're able to breathe in here.
Yeah, no, I know, I know. Hey, I'm just
the whole big squares with whole basic dungeon.
No, I mean you just know of. Look, all you know is you've encountered one web and you have a blue hazy room. That's all you know, and some little thing and a couple traps. At least one trap, right? So it's not like the end of the world. But so, all right. But you're next to this thing. It's hazy. You can see it. What do you want to do, Flynn? Your wall of fog is not going to help you here. Let me tell you that. I don't know what you memorized.
Already got fog.
I know. Yeah. Did you? I don't know what you memorized the night before, but first spell, but. I don't know, Flynn. Flynn may have dropped. I don't know what's going on.
I'm right here. I'm not.
No, not you.
I muted myself. No, I'm just trying not to hit anybody. That's all. I'm assuming Darvius is still standing up.
Darvius is right next to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of scoot down the stairs, get right here, and I'm gonna stay right up near the wall where I can kind of not leaning up against it, but I can tell that I'm not right next to it. And I'm just gonna make a stab at it with my sword.
Yeah, I mean you can see it if you get it close enough. Yeah. So, all right, go ahead and roll your sword, your attack.
That's about right.
Yeah. No, that would be that would not. That's not good. Yeah. No, you missed. All right. Okay. So.
I'm trying to move up right there.
No, you got there. That's fine. I'll go ahead and target this creature with you.
Can I roll a 20? My dice thing is working. I'll roll it.
Let's see. Sorry. Somehow I didn't have him targeted.
Oh, I don't know.
He's targeted now. I got him. Go ahead and roll again. I'll take the better of the two if it's less than 12. It is. But why isn't he target? Hold on. What the crap? This is auto, and I am targeting this creature.
Small humanoid creature.
Target small humanoid creature. All right, roll again one more time. Yeah, it's a miss, but it's like. Oh, you're just rolling 20. You're not rolling the right thing. Yeah. All right. So remember, you can't just throw a 20 in there. You gotta roll it off your sheet. So go into actions. All right.
I don't see my feet up here.
I'll do it for you. It's
Okay.
Right. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to hit him with what?
Short sword.
Short sword. Okay. All right, and you missed this thing. Okay. Okay, you attacked it, but unfortunately you missed it.
Next round, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's now this thing's turn. This thing is actually going to confronted with three things. It's not stupid. It's going to retreat.
Okay. If it retreats, we're going back up the stairs.
Okay. It has retreated into the fog. You don't know where it's gone to.
Get up the stairs and out of here.
Okay. Yep. It's a new round. You guys want to go up the stairs now?
Yeah, I want to get out of here.
Okay. You guys dash up the stairs.
I'm back up the stairs.
All right.
Again, but one of us has got to go back up slowly. I'll go back up slowly. Everybody else.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, you guys run up the stairs and I want to clear all targets.
Yeah, I don't know how much damage John took, but he may have cure light wounds on himself or whatever.
Yeah, Darvius. Okay, you guys run up and you guys go up the stairs. It's 100 feet, so you're not out in a jiffy, but you hastily make your way up the stairs, pop back out, and
Is
daylight.
there a door to shut?
No, there's no door to shut. You know, it's just an open cavity. The further you go, you can see the daylight. In fact, from the bottom of the stairs, way up there, as you get closer, you pop out and you're back on top of the hill.
Yay!
So, yeah. Okay, I will stop sharing this map, and you're back on top of the hill, and that was, yeah, a little nasty encounter, which, you know.
Now, what type of humanoid do we think it is? Is it a goblin?
Something you've never seen before. That's something you've never.
It had something.
I'll tell you what I do know. It's obviously blind and using hearing to track us, because think about it. It found us through all that haze and smell.
Well, you kept tapping on the floor, so it gave away the location. Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. Tracking us by.
I mean, it snuck up on a thief, and we were trying to just quietly leave. So it wasn't like we were trying to make a bunch of noise. This thing obviously, it's obviously using its hearing to track and follow us, that kind of thing. So my guess is the thing is probably blind with really good hearing. That's my first, maybe good sense of smell. But what would the smell do with all that crap in the air? So they're probably creating it, maybe, or something that they work with is creating it. I think anyway, out of character, I think it's a Grimlock, but in character, I don't know what it is yet.
Right. Okay. Well, there's definitely some weirdness down there that you guys found.
Right, but I'm saying I think it's time we get more guys to come with us because 4 people is enough.
Yeah, that's fair. You could probably find some people for hire back at Hamlet, or get the cleric or Burn, maybe, if they could spare anybody. But maybe some of those adventurer types back at the inn might join you. I don't know. For next time, I guess we'll find out.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good stuff.
Get a big barrel of oil and throw it down the stairs and light it on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that doesn't work. I mean, if it doesn't catch on fire, that's a problem.
Yeah, that webbing is different, for sure.
Well, not the webbing, but I mean, I'm talking about
the
idiots that just are crawling around in there and avoiding pit traps too. Also, by the way, so they know where the traps are.
Mm-hmm.
They live in this thing, whatever they are. So. Well, that was fun. I mean, it's too bad Dave couldn't eat dinner, but that's what it is.
That's what'll teach you to leave and eat dinner. You get backstabbed in the fog, man. Well.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
All right. All right, guys.
See you later, Dick.
See ya. Yeah. Good stuff.
Cool.
Good stuff.